Hey, everybody. Just getting the last few things set up. I'll have the screen on for you guys in just a moment. I did remember to do it widescreen this time, so for everybody with the widescreen capability of a phone, sideways, or a TV, or a laptop, you'll enjoy this one better than last night because I was able to get it up and running widescreen again. I did remember to hit the button. I'm gonna go grab a few more things in here, and we'll have a few people in here pretty soon, I'm sure. Mr. Happy is the first to join us. Thanks for popping in, Mr. Happy. I'll have the screen on in just a moment. I've got pretty much everything ready to go. I just gotta grab my last couple items from the other room. And the main one being the camera mount. I'll be right back. Alright. Just getting our camera set up, boys and girls. Doing the last few things right now. Don't have to leave the place in space again. So just let me get a few things set down and camera mount rolling, and we will get started here, guys. Thanks to everybody who is here. I tried to give everybody a little forewarning head start today about when and how we're going to be doing it. I tried to aim for 5 so some people in America would be home, but that my friends in the UK would still be able to join us as well. I like to alternate, guys. I like to bounce between later in the evening around 9 or 10 here, which is good for all of America, but leaves it at 2 or 3 in the morning for our UK friends. And then I like to also alternate back to doing it here at about 5 p.m., which is a little early for some of my friends in America, but they will catch the replay, and my buddies from the UK will get to hang out without waiting until an odd hour of a weeknight. So, as you can see, Mountain Mick is still very much into making sure we are an internationally aimed channel. I will continue to be that way, and I hope everyone likes it. That is the way I like it. Let's have our friends from all around the world the way we should. Almost ready to turn the camera on, guys. Just give me another 2 or 3 seconds. Pretty much set up to go here. I did have a little more prep time than usual today, and I think that has allowed me to get things set up just a little better for today's episode. Alright, so let me get myself a little glass of water in case I get parched while I'm talking to you guys. Just in case, and then I will turn the camera on and we will rock and roll. I hope everyone's doing well today. I had a doctor's visit this morning. Everything went well. Seems I'm in good health. Best as I can be expected to be in anyway. And that's all I've accomplished thus far today is my doctor's visit. But I did get a massive package on the porch this morning. So There is a chance that I've got more stuff in the box outside. We'll have to save that for another day if it is there. I've got a couple more things I'm expecting. But we've got so much in this package I just got from Troy. So we will definitely have plenty to play around with today and to show you guys all the goods. Alrighty. Alright guys, thank you for being patient. Let's get this camera rolling and have us a good show. We'll see who all's in the chat. We'll say hi to everyone and then I will open the package. Here we go. Hey everybody. How are you guys doing today? Hope everyone's well. Let me lower myself down just a little more here so I can be a little more leisurely leaned. There we go. Much better. So, welcome to Mountain Mate Live. I hope everyone's doing well today. Let's see who's in the chat and say hi to everybody. I know Mr. Happy's here, as I said hello to him on the way in. He was our first person to race over here today. Thank you for being here, Mr. Happy. I'm also glad to see and to tell you guys that Mr. Happy has joined us on Discord in the dog pack. So thank you, Mr. Happy, for coming to the dog pack. I don't know how we've got along this long without Mr. Happy, guys, but he has graciously joined us in the dog pack, and it will feel much more like home for me with him there. That's my bestie, guys. I hope no one's jealous about that, but me and Mr. Happy talk on a pretty regular basis. I think him and a small handful of people like Skip and Cheese Grits actually have my real phone number. I talk to all those guys pretty regular, guys. So I appreciate each and every one of them. They are a massive support for me. So thanks to all those guys. Also, I noticed that earlier today, my interview with Lockpicker 1969 was loaded up for all of us to enjoy. I did watch my way back through it earlier today just to see how it went. He did a great job editing that thing, guys. There were a few things that happened in the morning that caused a little bit of extra noise on my end, and he clearly has the technology to edit that stuff out and make it sound fantastic. So thank you to Lockpicker 1969. Really enjoyed my interview with him. My buddy Boo Man, aka Labs, is getting ready to do the next episode. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And if anybody else is interested, I know Lockpicker 1969 is looking for some more people to interview, guys. So if you're feeling a little bit like spreading your Locksport channel and experience around for the rest of us to enjoy, I would recommend you to get over to Discord or to his YouTube and hook up with Lockpicker 1969. If you have trouble doing so, just leave a comment on my video because it's in a playlist that I added to my channel. You can find it on my channel, but it is actually from his channel, guys. So if you make comments on the video there, he will see them because it's his channel. So enjoy that. Also, quickly to remind everybody to hit the like button. The likes are free. It gets a lot more eyes on the channel, and that way we can spread Locksport more freely. Let's see who all's here with us today. We got Mr. Happy, of course. Hey, Mr. Happy. We got Black Smoke Joe in the house. What's up, Black Smoke Joe? I've been meaning to talk to you lately, Black Smoke Joe. I just been really busy, so I'm glad you're here today, sir. Always enjoy our talks together. Looks like we've got our friend Keytron in the house. Mr. Keytron is at Rockalaka Bang Bang, the Rockalaka 2 Sparrows convention out there at Nevada State Prison. I hope you're enjoying yourself out there, Mr. Keytron. I wish I could say I was out there with you, shooting off guns and playing with all kinds of cool toys and learning to drill safes and breach doors with a shotgun and whatnot, but it was not in the plans early enough for Mountain Mick to be part of that. So maybe Mountain Mick will get out there next year. We'll see what Uncle Sparrows is feeling generous about. I'm sure he's got some cool plans for me in the future, and we definitely will still be putting a lovely Sparrow's neck tattoo here in the not too distant future. Um, let's see what else. We got Delbert here. What's up, Delbert? Let's see. Delbert says he's taking his wife to town in a few minutes. All right, Delbert. Well, don't worry. We'll be here for a little while, and you can always look back and see what all I unwrapped today. Let's see. I've been told that my time is up. I'm on Irish time, guys. I keep telling you that. I schedule these things so you'll be here, not so I have to be. But anyway, I am here. I was prepped and ready to go, and I had the screen up right at 5 telling you guys I was getting things together. That's all I really care about, is making sure I'm here in voice, at least, to say, yes, I'm here. The camera will come on soon. I do know it gets a little restless waiting on just a camera with no sound. See here. That's what I would do, Black Smoke Joe. A Wendy's burger sounds fantastic. We got Marissa Johnson in the house. Hey, Marissa. Thanks for coming to hang out with us today. My boy Troy Bennett is in the house. I'm glad you're here, Troy. Naturally, I invited Troy, guys. He's the one who sent the package, so I have not opened it yet. I don't know what all's in there. We're going to find out together in just a minute. Yes, the dog pack is in the house. I already see some hashtag barks going on out there. So let me take this time to go ahead really quick, guys, and say what's up to the dog pack, guys. Get our hashtag wolf going in the chat. Woof. We're definitely running strong, guys. The dog pack grows a little more every day. We got a lot of big names over there supporting us now, too. I think it's coming together very, very nicely. So we even got Mr. Happy there now, guys. I mean, what else could you want? We've got Mountain Mig, we've got Greyhound and Dean P. We got G Key Man, Lockpicking Professor, and now we got Mr. Happy over there. But we got a ton of makers over there, guys. We got Broken Rune, all our buddies coming to hang out with us. We also have Jimmy Longs and the Packlock President, a bunch of other people if you guys haven't met. And for my English friends out there, we've got Richard and yes, the Welsh Picker. And we've also got Rob Lawn and some other English makers that I have invited to come join us. So let's hope we get a hold of them. We also have Bare Bones, and we're working on getting P-Dub Pocket Women over there with us. I know she's got a lot going on right now. She's been a little missing in action. I've been told by Lady Locks and by Elijah that she's well and just staying at a sister's house or something, and she just doesn't have good internet out there. So hopefully we will see the return of Pocket Women very soon. And we wish her very well from over here at Mountain Mix channel. Big fan of her channel. If you guys don't know Pocket Women, she's the queen of the other hemisphere of lock sport. On this side, we got Lady Locks. On the other hemisphere, the south side, we have Pocket Women running things of the lock sport community from Australia. So we're really blessed to have some great women in this lock sport community, guys, and I hope that grows larger in population in the future. Let's see who else we got. We got Marissa, of course. We got Nightmare. Nice to see you make it over here, Nightmare. My boy Conky is in the house. What's up, Conky? Florida love to my man Conky. I will be down that way soon. Glad to see you make it, Conky. I know you're dealing with a lot of health stuff right now, so Mountain Mick will try to entertain you a little bit from afar, and when I can get a little closer, maybe we'll hang out, have some good Cuban coffee and whatnot, BS around and pick some together. I would really love that. We've also got Zoe the cat. What's up, Zoe the cat? Cat dog. Zoe's in the dog pack, so since Zoe the cat has become a dog pack runner, I occasionally call Zoe a cat dog. So we're glad to have our favorite cat dog in the house. Um, Mountain Mick is pretty much caught up on saying hello to everybody in the chat. Oh, thank you, Marissa. It's always a pleasure for me to have you here as well. So you're always welcome. We got Wild Billiam just popped up, guys. Big shout out to Wild Billiam. He's got a lot of big things going on right now. Yesterday was his birthday, guys. So if you haven't wished him a birthday happiness, maybe give a happy belated birthday to Mr. Wild Billiam today. I'm sure he'll still accept your happy birthday, love. And he got some cool swag from his family yesterday. Yes, Zoe the cat sends a meow meow woof woof. Very cat doggish. Thank you, Zoe. And we've also got Mr. Walt Cade in the house, guys. I've heard he made his return to the Rancho, Texas, where he is calling home. So I'm glad Walt's got a little time to be at the homestead, prop his boots up, hopefully have a nice cold drink, and enjoy a few locks before he gets back out on the auction road. So glad to have you here, Mr. Walt. And not too dead in the chat now. So we got a real all-star list of pickers going on here, guys. And Mountain Mick's not going to tease you today. I've been waiting since like noon to look in this package. So now that I've got my cancerous stick of death loaded up, let me move the camera around and get in our classic over-the-shoulder view. I got us in horizontal today. Sorry I messed it up yesterday, guys. I try to keep us in horizontal as much as possible now that I've found out everybody loves it. And I don't, disagree with you guys there. I've got a laptop and a phone or two that turn sideways, so having a bigger screen to view things on is always nice. You can pop it on the TV. It's just definitely a better way to go about this kind of thing. I got in the habit of doing vertical because of doing shorts and live form stuff. A lot of people do it turned that way because people are flipping through their phones really quick, and that's one of the reasons that it gets done that way. Oh wow, it went full screen on me. Let's go back in just a moment. But first, let me lock the mirror setting off. Oh, no, we're still mirrored. Sorry. And let's see if I can swap us to the other camera side and get us somewhere that looks comfy. And then we will open these packages here, guys. Let me back up just one here. Trying not to close the stream on us, guys. This stuff can be really delicate sometimes. There we go. So we got our dog pack hashtag wolf up. Let's see where my dog's at. Woof woof. Go ahead and drop your meows, your woofs, and your hellos, and I will get the camera set up for all of us in the other direction. There we go. Let's make sure we're not mirroring things because we are. Let's flip that around. Let's get ourselves all going over this way. That's better. Let me make sure I'm aimed up here good, guys. I think I might need to raise this back just a little bit. Other than that, it looks like a pretty good shot. Make sure I get as much of us in here as I can. We do have our Ninja Turtle hanging with us again today. So far, with Raphael the Ninja Turtle on the table, we have a very good live stream rate of success lately. So let me go ahead and put the thank you sign for our man Troy up. I made a thank you for Troy. And since Troy is here, he will be enjoying getting to see how the unwrapping goes here. Thank you, Troy, for sending me this massive package out here today. Troy told me he almost had a hernia trying to get this up the steps to the post office. And I can see why. If you guys can't yet, let me show you really quick. I can't show you the address and all of that, but this massive package that takes up pretty much the whole screen, this is the package I found this morning. So we've definitely got some goodies here, guys. All right, I see that the wolves, and all the one little meow woof woof are blowing up the chat. Way to go, guys. Glad to see my dog pack coming in strong today. And yes, again, happy belated birthday to our man, Wild Billiam. We did try our best to wish him some birthday love yesterday, but for anybody who missed it, like I said, wish a happy birthday to Wild Billiam. He's a great guy, good friend of mine as well. And I was glad to see him having a pretty happy birthday. And Wild Billiam, I've been looking for that. I hear that, Zoe. We've been looking. I've been looking for your Berserker video, Wild William. So if that's up, remind me so I can get after it when I get out of here. Here's the turtle, guys. Just let him a little turtle dance really quick. Turtle power, shell spin, shell spin, break dance, move. There we go. Always good to have a turtle in the house. Y'all, let's get him back where he goes before he tears the whole house apart. Raph's got some anger issues. I can relate to that. That's why he's my favorite turtle. But he's also passionate and loves to protect his family, which is something else that I very much relate to. So I'm sure all of you guys have a Ninja Turtle you relate to. If you don't, then you need to watch some Ninja Turtles or read the comic book. Maybe you don't relate to the turtles. Maybe you are more of an April O'Neil or a Splinter. Maybe a Casey Jones or a Shredder. Alright. I'm just trying to not lose a finger. You know, an awesome knife here to get this package open. I have managed to get open here. And I'm going to start showing you guys the goodies that we've got here. Oh, I see, Wild Billion. You didn't realize the time limit on it, huh? Yeah, that does make it more difficult. So that's what makes the Berserker so hard. 20 locks is hard enough getting them all in order and getting them taken down. But getting them all in 5 minutes can be a real pain. I won't lie to you, Wild Billiam. I think it took me about 9 tries with those little blocks things that you saw me do. Now, I tried a single pin pick attack instead of a rake attack. Um, and they were so itty bitty, I had to use a Reaper #1 and the smallest Reaper Turner #1 to get them open. And I put them in the vise so that it wouldn't be a lot of picking up and putting down. So that saved me a lot of time on it. You did it in 3:26? Very good, Wild Billiam. The way I did mine, you'll see, I didn't have a good way of keeping track of the locks, and I had more than 20. So I just went until the 5-minute bell sounded. The only time that I exceeded 20 locks was the last time on the 9th try. I had 13 the first time I tried. I had 17 a few times, 18 one time, and on my last run, which was about the 9th or 10th try, broke it up over a few days. I think my last run was 23 locks in 5 minutes. So I'm not sure at what point I actually hit the 20th one, but I wanted to make sure I had some padding just in case. But yeah, Conky's in the chat, so I'm glad about that. Troy, if I did flash the address, I'm sorry about that, buddy. I tried not to do that. My apologies there. If you like, I can go back in the editing part and try to block that out before we upload it for everybody. Sorry about that, brother. Didn't even realize I quick flashed it. You guys don't mess with Troy. Troy's my friend, and we will not take any BS, alright? So I don't think it'll be a problem, but like I said, Troy, I will be happy to go back and edit that down knock a clip out of it or put something over it for the replay video. Sorry, homie. Now, let me get some of this paper out of the way. Here's a tip from Mountain Mick, guys. If you get packages from Locksport, don't throw away the boxes and don't throw away the shipping packing stuff. I had to pay the postal service like $6 for tape, and that's bad enough. Alright, Troy, I was just making sure. I tell people mine all the time. I'll be happy to share mine with anybody who'd like to know it. I'm going to have a new P.O. box soon, but I try to be more careful with my friends' addresses, and I apologize for it. I thought I did a good job keeping it out of frame. I must not have done as good as I was hoping. Alright, that's a cool one, Troy. Thank you for sending me this, sir. Let me show it to everybody first. Exactly. If anybody out there got a glimpse of Troy's address, please be sure to use it and send him a nice big package and a thank you from Mountain Mick note while you're at it. Check this out, guys. Troy sent me a door handle, okay? But it's not any door handle, guys. Oh, no. If you take a very close look, I will try to get it where you guys can see it. I might have to grab the flashlight. I think you can read it from there, though, once it refocuses. But for anybody who didn't see it when it focused that last time, it's a best lock. There we go. I did not have a best lock at all. I'm going to have to look into how this even works, Troy. This is probably ahead of my actual abilities at the moment, but I am very stoked to have it, sir. And I'm sure that this little kick actually comes out of this knob, so I can probably use it in something else. On both ends, I can probably use the knob with a different lock and the lock with a different setup. So, very cool, Troy. Thank you for the best lock. That's my first best. So, thank you, my friend. I'm really going to enjoy that one. I'm starting to see why this package was so heavy now. This is definitely a heavy hardware piece of kit here, guys. But I really do enjoy door handles, and this one is definitely the nicest one I own now. So thank you, Troy. I will continue with the package. I'm just still gazing at how awesome that is. Oh, okay. We'll go ahead and show the other one that Troy sent me, guys. It appears to be another beautiful best lock in a round knob this time. That's really badass, Troy. Thank you for sending me these two best locks, sir. I'm really going to enjoy these. I'll try giving them a pick in the future. I'm going to need a little time playing around with these before I can do anything with them, guys. But I'm really excited about that. So thank you, Troy, for sending me some really cool best locks. I love Best. Even though I don't have any yet, I know that they're the bomb. So thank you for sending that out to me. Now, there's two more packages here. I'm going to start with this one, guys. I'm sure some of you recognize this box because it's a very well-known box in the community. Let me first remove the rubber bands, which I will also hold on to. I'm a weirdo like that. Are you talking about me, Delbert? Are you talking to somebody else? Because I know you already sent me some dog legs. I hope you're asking Troy. That's who you need to be asking. I'm hoping that that's what you're doing. Alrighty. And Troy sent me a note. Let me read through it. Oh, actually, no. There's too many things listed about what's on here, Troy. So I will read the note myself after. Make sure that it's cool for everybody. If it's not, I'll still keep it private. I like my notes private most of the time between me and my guys. So maybe I'll look over that, guys. But I would prefer to screen that before I go into reading it aloud to everyone. And it seems to have some stuff in it. Oh, Mr. Cade? Walt's probably got everything in the world, but that's a good question. Do you got some there, Walt? Also, my friend Aaron Pearson has entered the chat a bit ago. Sorry I didn't see that at first, Aaron. Um, Aaron is often mentioned on my channel. You'll hear me mention him as Jaded Argyle, which is his Reddit name, guys. So me and Aaron are really tight. We go back for quite some time. He's actually the one who sent me the blocks with the Berserker blocks in them. So anytime you've ever heard me mention Jaded Argyle, that's my boy right there, Aaron Pearson. He's joined us on YouTube and in Discord and in the dog pack as well, I'm sure. And I'm glad to see him on here too. Thanks for showing up, Aaron. Aaron, you and Troy actually live fairly close to each other, in case you don't know that. You guys need to link up. So, Aaron, Troy, just FYI, you're both Cali guys and in that Cali area, so maybe say hello, get to know each other. Now, let's see. Let's get into this sweet little package from Jimmy Longs and see and show what Mr. Troy has sent us. I'm going to move these beautiful best handles out of the way for a moment so we have a little bit more room to work with. But again, thank you, Troy, for sending me the best of the best. My friend, I'm going to really look forward to playing around with those. Now, let's see what's in this package of Jimmy. All right, guys. Jimmy Longs. There's the face we all know. And I already have a pretty good idea what's in here, guys, but I'm just going to share it with all of you. We got the 4 black and red handles. We got 4 pink and black handles. And we've got the modular aggressive cycloid pack. We've got the modular flat hooks pack. And these are all in 19 for anyone curious. I am super stoked about these, by the way, Troy. I couldn't believe when you messaged me the other day that you were sending me all of them. I was thinking that you meant, you were sending me a pack of them, which would have been totally fine, my guy. I appreciate the blessing of having all of them sent to me. You really have spoiled me here again, my friend. Yeah, modular gem hooks, modular round hooks, modular flat hooks, and aggressive cycloid, which is the rakes, guys. I am going to get them all out, do some building and swapping around here. We'll play around with some of those jimmies while we're having our little session today. I want to play with the little jimmies. That's what I was wondering, Conky, so I would love if Troy would answer that question for us. I think they might be, from what I can tell, Conky, but I'm not sure. Troy, if you are out there, sir, could you let us know? Wow, Aaron, I didn't know you were in Virginia. I must be thinking of somebody else's address, sir, because I know I've got your address. I didn't realize you were that close to me. This whole time I've been thinking you were on the other side of the world, Aaron. I didn't know you were that close to me, buddy. That's good to know. I know that our friend Booman, aka Labs, is also in Virginia. So instead of hollering at Troy, maybe you should holler at him. He's a great friend who's been on live with me lately, and I think you'd really like him as well. And he is a newer picker, so he could definitely use your guidance, sir. Although he is getting some tutelage from our good friend Broke Picks. And yes, Troy, thank you. They are, for anyone interested, guys. These best locks are SFIC, small format interchangeable core. So yes, that's something that Mountain Mick was already looking forward to playing around with once he gets his way through one of these mean little locks here. I'm sorry, that's the 100A we'll be playing with today. I'm talking about these two. The 90A Pro and its sister, the PL410 Pro. Haven't opened one of them yet, guys. Still working on it. It will come to me soon. Anybody who's been following along has noticed that I opened my A1100 and my S1100, both of them first time on a live in the last week. So my picking is starting to come along a little bit more, guys. I opened a 5-pin A1100, and then I opened a 6-pin S1100. This 100A is a 6-pin pack lock, so I'm hoping it will bridge the gap for me a little bit if I can open it first, and that will prepare me for one more pin stack of pack lock, which is what we have in the two that I need to pick one of for my blue belt. And it's all that stands between me and blue belt right now, guys. So believe me, once I get one of those pack locks open, you will all know about it, whether you're here or not. Mr. Aaron says that he'll be closer on vacation. He's headed to Gatlinburg soon. Cool, Aaron. I've been to Gatlinburg a handful of times in my life, my friend. I hope you enjoy it there. And man, if I had some wheels right now, I'd really try to come hang out with you and meet you over there. But fortunately, Mountain Nick is only got his 2 feet for transportation right now. So I'll see what we can do about getting together at some point. And if I don't, I will be back in Florida. So you're always welcome to have a nice beach trip and come see the Mountain Mick in the beautiful southern sunshine of South Florida. Now, guys, there's one more big old box here. I have no idea what's in this thing. All I knew about were the jimmies that we're going to be playing with today. And I didn't know about the SFIC best cores. Thank you for spoiling me ridiculously, Troy. Let me see what else we got here. Thank you for looking them up, Conky. Conky has informed me that both of these best locks are purple. Thank you, Conky. That's going to help a lot on my journey in the near future, guys. Oh, wow. There's a ton of stuff in this box, guys. So let me take it slow, and I'll show you what we got. Wow, Troy. You really, really sent me a bunch of stuff, dude. Oh, my God. Where do I even begin here? I got to show you guys this stuff, but, dude, there's so much of it. We'll start with the locks first. All right, guys. And I want to mention really quick while showing these locks that I'm going to be not keeping one of the locks you just saw me open the other day, guys. And I'm going to tell you why. All right. So, if you guys were watching earlier in this week, you would have noticed that I opened this red American A1100 that Georgia Jim sent me. He basically sent it to me to help replace the green one that I have to fix later, guys. So he just wanted me to have another one to pick around on. He's a perfect gentleman. He also sent me the curved turners, the Escort, and the black flags. So because I have so much cool stuff from Georgia Jim already, and I was able to pick this lock, I will be sending the Georgia Jim A1100 over to my man Labs for him to keep forever as a commemoration of our live together, where I was able to pick my very first green belt live while he was there. He's actually hanging out with me in the live when I picked the S1100 as well just the other night. And I thought Mr. Labs having, he just got an 1100, I think, for the first time. But I thought he would appreciate having a Georgia Jim Mountain Mick one to keep as a gift. So I'll be sending him this one. So I won't have it much longer. But that's what locks are for, guys. Lock sport is about sharing and helping out your buddies and sending them stuff after you pick it. So, yeah, I hear that, Troy. Troy claims that this is a box of, quote, junk locks. Well, let's show you guys what's in here really quick. We have a blue American 1105, which is a different length of shackle, but it's basically another A1100, like the red one I'll be giving away. So that's why it made me more inclined to want to gift him that red one too, guys. I did know that Troy was going to send me a new 1100. I'll be keeping the one from Troy forever, most likely. Um, I like to keep my gifts, but as I said, Georgia Jim gave me so much, and I know that Labs will really appreciate that lock. So I'm going to send him that one. I already told him about it. Let's see what else we got in here, guys. Oh, wow. Another one of these nightmares, huh? Well, Troy boy, you know I have fits with this lock already. Maybe I'll have better luck with its sister. Here you go, guys. This is my nightmare lock. This is the original Naughty Bucket Offender that I'll be trying to take down for us soon. I'm going to hang it out back here with my other hateful pack locks where it belongs. Consider that the current Naughty Bucket right now, guys. These three right here, I have tried to pick multiple times. They have not yielded to my whim just yet. But this I would call my Naughty Bucket. Two pack locks and an ABUS 7440 with a Yale keyway. Those are the naughty ones. This 100A I haven't tried yet, guys. We'll be playing around with it today. After picking the S1100 and A1100, this is the only top level lock in green to blue that I have left unpicked besides the Naughty Bucket. Until today, because now Troy has sent me a new 1100 to test my skills on. Thank you for that, Troy. That's why the Georgia Gym will be leaving us to go hang with Labs for his collection of goodies. Looks like we have a new one to give me nightmares and terror, guys. Here, in honor of the Halloween coming season, we have a beautiful ABUS 7440. Yes, it is another Yale keywayed one. So now my number one Naughty Bucket offender will have a twin sister to hang out with her. All right. Thanks for that, Troy. I'm sure it'll give me fits, but eventually I will get it open and have a really good time with it. Also, Troy, thank you for these little nice key rings that you included on here. I don't know if you guys have seen Mountain Mix key rings before, but it's about time I upgraded it with some stuff like that because this is Mountain Mix keyring, guys. This big old ugly wad of keys here. These are all Mountain Mix current keys, guys. So it's time I took a little expansion and some of them a little stronger hold. And these rings that are on these locks that Troy sent me are going to be perfect for that. So thank you for that, Troy. Here we've got an A3 carved into the side of an American 1100 series. You're going to have to tell me about that one, Troy. Is this a regular American 1100 or is it something that you've doctored up for me to play with? Let me know, Troy. We've got the keys here, so it's at least still keyed like an American 1100. And this one came with two keys, unlike most of the ones I have. Thank you for that, Troy. So now I've got two American 1100s to play around with, which will really make it easy for me to not worry too much about being out of 1100s. See what's going on in the chat, guys. I still got a bunch to show you guys. You guys are not going to believe how much this man sent me. Yes, Brett sucks. Full screen, proper video. You are welcome, sir. I'm bowing. You can't see it, but I'm doing this with my hand to let you know that a proper English curtsy bow is being done. I did hit the right button this time, my guy. So, yeah, there we go. I'm going to save this thing in my hand last to show you guys because I think it's cool and I want to show it last. Let's see what other locks Troy has in store for us, guys. Alrighty. We've also got another American, an 1105 in blue. So we'll sit it here with its brother. Let's see. Yep. That was nice of you, Delbert, to check on whether or not Walt has some dog legs. Delbert's one of the number one pushers and fans of anybody I know on dog legs, guys. Delbert's the one who sent me my dogs. Woof woof. Thank you for that, Delbert. That's why I was really stoked for you the other day when Mr. Nola was so kind as to gift you another set of those really cool shiny ones that Greyhound gave away on the show. I hope that you enjoy those, sir. You deserve it. You are the dog sponsor, Delbert. You are a dog man. Thank you, Troy. Troy says that I can do whatever with this stuff, send it off or whatever. I'll keep that in mind, Troy. As per usual, I will be keeping the very coolest stuff and stuff that touches my heart that you sent me. Most likely, the best chorus, I can tell you ahead of time, the best SFICs will be staying here with Mick. Okay? And I'll have to keep at least one of the 1100s after picking them, just so I have one or two. I don't like to hoard locks. I do like to share and give away locks to my friends. So keep watching and hanging out with me, guys. As my collection becomes too massive, especially as I need to move to another state, I will be offloading some of this stuff to some of you guys. So just hang tight. My giveaways will get sweeter, and I will begin to enjoy including more stuff and more goodies for you guys when I can. Let's see. We've got a silver American 1100. Cool deal. It's got both keys still with it and one of these nice little ring things on it. Thanks for those, Troy. I'm really going to enjoy doing some more 1100 packs with these. Yes, Black Smoke Joe, I have been very blessed with gifts. I have to agree with you, sir. Um, my friends are so good to me, all of you. So thank you for that. Um, that's nice, Delbert. Yeah, that's how I feel when I get stuff. It really is an honor when you get stuff from your friends from Lock Sport. Um, the stuff that I buy is all really cool, guys, but when I receive it from somebody, that's the stuff I value the most, and that's why I keep a lot of the gifts that I get. But it's getting to the point now where I'm gonna have to part with a little bit here and there sometimes. So we will try to spread the love around. Here's something I've been dying to get my hands on. Some of you have seen it before. Some of you may be seeing this for the first time. This is a hard body Brady, guys. Um, Much like the 1100s and the 410 Lottos, this is a Brady version. It's a little bit different. This one's a hard body. I've been looking forward to trying one of these Brady's out. So again, thank you, Troy, for hooking me up with a Brady finally. Let's see what else we got in here, guys. Oh yes, I appreciate this one extremely too, Troy. I've been wanting one of these bad. Check it out, guys. Before I go into the nightmares again of the 7440s that I've got sitting back here, I can finally properly get up that way first. Troy sent me a 7240 Abus, guys. One of the most notorious Abus locks that a man can own. I got a 7440 first. I never got around to having one of these yet. I'm going to be playing with this one really soon, guys. This one really excites me. Thank you, Troy. I continue to tell people all the time that I really want to mess with one of these Greenbelt Avis 72s. Uh, yes, Troy, thank you for the warning. On that note, I do have shims, and I screwed around last night. When I was putting back together that S1100, guys, I tried to be fancy, tried to not use a shim, and it cost me a spring. I screwed up. I fired a couple of spools in to the core, and I had to start over. And when I backed it out, I ran over one of my springs, so I had to put a donor spring back in my S1100 because I learned the lesson of why you always shim. So, yes, Troy, I will be gentle with the Brady. Troy has informed me that the Brady has a skeletonized core, guys. That means it's got little ribs all on it where they tried to save money for cutting the copper out of it and saving it for other locks. Those little ribs, a spring or a binding pin will jam right in there, and it will never come out unless you shim it hard and start tearing up springs and all kinds of stuff. So yes, I will remember you said that, Troy. Thank you for pointing that out with me. Oh, well, very cool, Troy. Thank you for that. I've only got a few, and I know that my buddy lock picking professor down in Florida doesn't. I don't think he has any yet, so maybe I can help him out with a few of my older ones and keep these. I don't even know what this is, sir, but I'm very stoked to see it. We've got a Zarker Anti-Rust A40, guys. Sounds to me like a clone, possibly, of the Abus. You'll have to tell me, Troy. I don't know what this is, but it's got 3 keys, and that leads me to wonder a few questions about it. So please, Troy, if you've got the time, thank you for showing up today and telling me what's in this glorious box of goodies you sent me. I'm feeling more spoiled than ever today because of all these locks piling out of this box and because of the mini Jimmy's set that you sent me. This is like Christmas for me, Troy, so thank you, sir. I don't even know what to say about all of it, but I'm really stoked that you're here to show me. Hey, Mustang, welcome to the fun. I'm showing off all the goodies that Troy sent me. Let me just flash back through real quick to show Mustang where we're at, guys. Troy sent me 2 really beautiful SFIC best locks, single, small format, interchangeable core. These are both purple belt. I'm looking forward to playing around with those later. Once I make it through these blue belt locks, I'll have something waiting on me that's a real challenge. He sent me some 1100s. Here's 2 blue 1100s that he sent me. He also sent me this red one and this silver one. Beautiful set of 1100s. Um, I brought this one out. This one was already mine, this little Skillcraft. I'm going to put it out of the way. But it is another 7440 Yale Keywade Abus, my naughty bucket of naughty buckets lock. What a nightmare this thing is. This is the reason I ordered my Jimmy Longs in the first place, guys, because a 25 Sparrows and this Yale Keyway do not get along. If I had some smaller Sparrows, it would work, but I only have 25s in Sparrows. He also sent me a Brady and oops. And you'll be happy to hear about this one, Stang. He sent me an Abus 7240 to play around with. So I've got some more green belt practice glory to go through. And I've been dying to get my hands on one of these Abuses. So thanks for that, Troy. And he sent me this Zarker lock that I'm still wondering what all is going on with. It's got 3 keys. And the bidding on it I'll show you guys later. But yeah, tell me about that if you get a chance there. And Swamp Picker is here. We got a lot of my buddies joining us now. Don't forget to hit the like button while you're on your way in, guys, please. I really appreciate it. All right. And Troy has sent me a Defiant lock. I believe Defiant is the brand of Depot or Lowe's hardware, but I see a lot of them. And this one is like a door style lock, guys. So I'll have to figure out how to get there. We go. I had it upside down. Duh. But yeah, this is a Defiant, guys. So it's a mortise cylinder style Defiant. Typical 5-pin setup for a door lock. And here's the bidding on that for you guys if you're curious about the Defiant. Looks like a peaky nightmare of ups and downs. Sound should be some fun. Thank you, Troy. Yes, exactly. Like Black Smoke Joe says, like, share, and subscribe. Swamp Picker, I'm glad you're here, my friend. Sorry I haven't had time to say hello today. I've been super busy. I went to the doctor this morning, and then I had this massive package come in from Troy that I'm sharing with all of you now. Looks like Troy sent me a little kick cylinder here. I haven't ID'd it just yet, but It's one of the cool ones that have the removable plate on top instead of grub screws. So we'll be able to play around with that, do some fun things with it. Maybe even have some more stuff to build challenge locks with between all these locks that we've got today. Let's see what else we've got, guys. The box goes deeper. Alright, this one is labeled by Troy. It says RLL Spools. So, looks like we've got ourselves another kick to play with. It's the same kind of setup. And apparently this one's got some spools in it for me to play with. Thank you, Troy. See what else. The box continues to go deeper, guys. This one looks like can't tell if it's a quick set or a schlag. I'm not that good at this. But we got ourselves another mortise of some sort. And it does have the key. There's the key for you guys to glance at for a moment. Looks like pretty interesting bitting on that one. Pretty nasty. So I should get some good practice out of that. Did your envelope make it? Well, Billiam, it might have, sir. I haven't checked the actual mailbox today. So there is a chance that what you sent made it, sir. And there's also a chance that what Labs sent made it. I haven't seen what's in the mailbox today yet. This massive package was dropped off on the porch by the mailman. And they make about 3 different mail runs a day at my house. So there's a morning one, and then the mailman comes about now, about this time of day. And then I can even receive late packages, sometimes as late as 7 p.m. So it just depends, guys, where it came from and which service is carrying it. I've also got a quick set mortise that he's seen. Thank you for that, Troy. Yeah, I know, Mustang. The 7240s are probably a nightmare, sir. And the reason I know is because I continue to tell you that I've got this 7440, which is even more an aluminum pin lotto version of that nightmare. So he sent me another one of those too, and it's still a Yale keyway. So I'm gonna have nightmares playing with those, but at least he sent me some stuff to build my way up to it. Yes, M, you do. There is one 7240 here, and I am very thankful for it. I actually raved about it when I pulled it out of the box because of how much I've wanted one of these. So, thank you, Troy, for hooking me up with the 7240. I'm looking forward to playing around with that one. Alright, guys, let me show you something else that he sent. Something that I have one of from Mr. Happy recently. He sent me a really nice version of that is definitely different from the one from Mr. Happy. Check it out, guys. Another Yale. Woo! I didn't have any Yales, and Mr. Happy sent me one. Now Troy has sent me another. This one looks like a pretty mean bidding, guys. And the keyways on these Yales are always nasty. So it should be quite a fun time for me trying to pick this thing. Just show you guys the naughty bitten on this Yale. Look at that, guys. Bunch of lifts in the front, lows in the back. It's going to be a fun one. And let's see. I've got a few more locks. One more lock to show you guys. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me take the wife call real quick. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, babe. I'm on live right now. You're on speakerphone. Say hey to everybody.
Oh God, that was embarrassing. Alright, hey everybody. Thanks for supporting my man. He's amazing.
I do what I can, honey.
I'll let you go. I apologize, darling. I'll call you
No,
later.
it's okay. I'll call you as soon as I get done. I'm just showing off some cool mail that my friend Troy sent me.
Alright, you'll have to show me later. I love you.
I will. I love you, honey.
Mwah. Bye.
Bye, baby. All right, guys. another one of the benefits of having multiple phones and whatnot. I actually get to answer the phone call from my wife these days instead of crashing the whole stream just to say, hey, the Yale will be light work for me. Well, I hope you're right about that, but Yale keyways give me fits. It's not the pins I'm worried about. It's getting my pick up in there where I can actually tickle the pins. That's why I've got these Jimmies in 15 back here in the back, and these Mokies in 18 or 19 over here, and the Reaper in 20. Between the three of those, I should be able to get up in it. Anyway, let me show you the last lock, and then I've got to clear some of this stuff and show you some other stuff that Troy sent. There is more. This one is something that I have no idea how to deal with, Troy, but thank you for sending it, because I will try to figure it out. Check this one out, guys. Look at the key on this Mamma Jamma. Are you seeing it? There we go. Look at that. I don't even know what to do with something like that, guys. I'll be honest with you. If anybody, Troy or anybody, could tell me exactly how a laser cut etched inside key like this works before I have to beg G Keyman to tell me, feel free to tell me about that. But yeah, this is a lockout, tag out lotto lock, and it has got some fancy looking laser etched keyway instead of the outer side. It's all on the inside. So again, I will need some advice on that. The Yale, they trick you when you order a 500 from the UK. The slider is very easy. Oh, slider, huh, Troy? This one's a dimple lock, Conky? I thought it might be. I wasn't sure. I've got a couple of dimples lined up for the future. I do have the black flag set from Georgia Jim. So once I get my way into the one, I will try to start on that journey, guys. Now, first, I'm going to move these locks so I have room to show you guys the rest. So, just a second to clear off the table again. But really, Troy, you have blessed me with a massive haul of locks. Thank you for that, sir. And thank you for the other stuff that's in here. I do see it. I'm going to show it to everybody in a second. You really, really went out of your way to bless me with a massive box of goodies this time, my man. So, like I said, thank you eternally, Sir Troy. You have me spoiled over here. A slider, hey? Good to know, guys. Good to know. Well, that's just another action of lock picking that Mountain Mick will have to look into and read his chapter in practical lock picking about sliders and lean on some of the expertise of all you good people in the chat to help me with when I get to that part of my journey. Um, Definitely, I was in a habit of keeping all my nice locks in the man purse, Troy, but now you've loaded me down so heavily with nice locks that I'm going to have to buy a second man purse or just start putting them in my backpack, dude. Hey, Elroy's Toys. Just showing off a gang of cool locks that my boy Troy here sent me today. We'll leave a couple of the greatest hits out here for visibility so everybody can see them in the background. My plan was to play around with this Pack Lock 100A today. I may change that and play around with this 7240 Abus instead. But anyway, I've got about 4 1100s that we got from my boy today. And that's going to make it a lot less painless or painful, one or the other. And he sent me another one of my nightmare locks, the Abus 7440 Yale. There's a slider that I know nothing about that I'll be trying to get some advice from you two on, Elroy's. And he sent me a nice Yale and some other mortises that you can back up the video and check out. And some of the coolest parts I'll show you really quick too. Troy sent me two SFIC best locks, Elroy's. So I do now have some more dimples, a slider, two SFIC purples for when I get ready to make my way up to that. And that really gives me a lot to work with, guys. Now I'm going to pull out something Troy sent me that looks really, really cool. Wow, Troy. These are sweet, my guy. Let me show you guys what Troy sent. It's a modular break apart into pieces if you need to. Massive 44 Delta pick holder, guys. Look at this thing. It's my favorite color of lime green as well. Wow, Troy. Really know how to spoil a friend, my guy. So we've got that. And it's very cool, guys. Look at it, will break down into magnet pieces, so you can just use a part of it. For this portion, I will just be using that part. It's got the 44 Delta skulls on the front too, guys. Really, really cool piece of kit. Thank you for that, Troy. I really love it. I will be using this. You'll see this in the videos a lot more. So thank you, Troy, for hooking me up with this. Whenever I get to build myself a Lock Lab table and really flex all this beautiful stuff, I will definitely have a spot for that. Yeah, I can't blame you, Elroy's Toys. It will go very nicely, of course, with your lime green mocha workshops. And guess what? They fit. Also, in case you're curious, Jimmy's will fit. And let's just check really quick. Of course they do. Delta even built one that his own handles will fit in. Genius the man is. Genius. So let me set these up in this one. Walt, I will still be using the one you sent me, but I still continue to play with the idea of gifting it to somebody. So we'll see. Maybe if Walt says it's cool, guys, I'll possibly gift out the really cool orange one he sent. I've had a lot of people ask me about that thing, so you definitely did a great job with it, Walt. Um, anyway, just want to show you guys what it looks like with some pics in it. And I got to save some room, and I'll show you why. Alright, just give me a second to get all set here. Cool deal. So we've got a sweet spot for our Mokies to hang out. Place for our Jimmies to live in harmony with them. We'll break this away because I'm going to need it here in a second, guys. So we'll slide this one on back a little. Let it hang out here in the back side, showing off all these cool pics that I've got recently. Let's put a couple more Jimmies in there. But let's save some room for our mini gems that we'll be playing around with. And just for the sake of things, let's take a couple of greyhounds and stick some hounds in these babies. And let's also jam a couple sparrows in there just because I would be remiss if I didn't use my good old sparrow's favorite hook that I use all the time somewhere in this thing. So maybe I won't have to keep using all my fold out stuff in my cases. And one day I will have a really cool lab desk that all this can sit on. But it's got a little spot on the side here. It's got places for all the pics to hang out. Man, that looks good, guys. Troy, you spoiled me, man. So let me go ahead and show you guys the last thing that Troy sent me. Because, yeah, believe it or not, there is a little bit more. I agree, Conky. That is about the sexiest pick holder setup I've ever seen. I'm a big fan of the one Walt sent us also, guys. You haven't noticed in the back hanging out here before. I've got this one from Walt. So definitely I'm going to have to probably make some space by giving somebody away one. but I really have enjoyed using that one as well, guys. Continue to try and show all these goodies off to you all. Now, let me slice this open and show you guys the last bit of goodness. I told you I had a massive mail. Yes, exactly, Mr. Happy. But wait, there's more. Can you believe it? There is more. So, there's actually a lot more, guys. It's not big, but there's a lot more to show you. So, I will show you in just a moment when I've got it ready to show. You're not going to believe all the other stuff that Mr. Troy has sent over my way. He sent me some more shims because he knew that I would be tearing springs up without them. Very nice of you, Troy. I will add that to my collection of shims. And Mustang, I told you, buddy, I can give you a few shims when I get to Florida if you need. I've got some shims now on deck. So just hang on. Don't buy too many of them. What do you smell, Zero? You smell mail from far away? Alright, guys. So the quick one I want to show you is he sent me a few rods. This is stock for building challenge lock pins. Wild Billiam has also sent me some stuff for building challenge locks. So the Mountain Mick lock operation will be in full swing soon, guys. I've got people sending me some goodies here and there to do it with. Mustang is going to send me some cords. I might tell him to just hold on to them until I get to Florida at this point, because I will be coming very soon now, Sting. So you might be better off holding everything and let's just do a meet and swap. And you can try out that escort that you were wanting to try out. And yes, these are the American pin size. For anybody not knowing already, if it's an American pin size, that means that it will fit Americans, Masters, and G Keyman tells me that the Abus is the exact same size as well. So I can use this pin stock to make Abus pins, Master pins, and American pins. That's really cool, and that means with one of these bodies that I've got a few of now, I might be able to build me a challenge lock of American 1100 looking style. So thank you for that, Troy. Really happy to have the stock. I'm going to sit it in this cool back here and hang out. And I'm going to show everybody the other part of what you sent me because, man, you're really spoiling me, my guy. I had no idea you threw all this extra stuff in here. I was feeling like super spoiled for just these jimmies that we are going to play with in a minute. You really spoiled me with just those, my guy. So with all these locks and the 44 Delta and the best SFICs and the things I'm about to show you, I can't believe all the stuff you sent me, dude. Your family forever, Troy. If you ever need somewhere to eat or hang out, call Mountain Mick and come to the beach. What do you use all the pin stock and where do you get it? Well, Mr. Happy, what you do is cut it down into the size of pins with a side cutter or other device. And then when you've got it chopped down into the size pieces you want, you continue to machine them the way you can do. You can either use the whole rod in like a lathe, or you can use a drill, or most people use a rotary tool and snap it down in there. And some of them put it in a vise, and then it basically spins the bar like a bar in a lathe. And you use like a jeweler saw or a few other things to make your cuts and some files to file out all the shapes that you want, Mr. Happy. So if you've got some rod stock like this, you can build them from scratch any way you like. And that is the beauty of it. You can even do the key pins and the drivers, so that way you can make it as naughty as you want, and everything will still fit as long as you match it to the key. Alright, so let's see here. Thought people were just using standard pins and modifying. Didn't realize you could buy rods. Yes, Mr. Happy. Absolutely, sir. Some people do just use swapping out pins like the chest pins and check pins that I got from Sparrows. But for those who are really crafty that want to make some super special stuff, they don't start with a pin always. Sometimes they use the whole rod stock. Other people use the pins that are basically a regular pin, like out of, say, a door lock, like a quick set. And since it has regular pins in it, you can file those pins into security pins if you don't feel like cutting down a whole rod. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the last goodie so we can get to some picking here. But man, look what he sent me, guys. I'm going to spread them all out just so you can see them. Alright. But anything that I didn't have before, I have now. Alright. This is a massive pack of South Awards in 20 thou, guys. So look at all these profiles. My favorite to play around with. I finally have one to use. A half diamond. Also, don't worry about these metal handles, guys, because as you know, Mr. Happy sent Mountain Mick a big old roll of the good marine shrink tubing, so my handle snobbiness will be taken care of. But we got us a half diamond. Thank you for that. That's my favorite already. Some of these he already put some stuff on for me, guys. We got a double bump and a snake. Very cool. Let's see what else we got, guys. Looks like another different half diamond size. Very cool. Thank you for that, Troy. I'm a big fan of a half diamond, so we'll put the diamonds together there. There's a big one and a small one. Something else that I have not ever tried before, guys. These snowman double ball. When I start to do handcuffs and stuff, these are going to come in big time handy. So thank you for that, Troy boy. I was just planning on getting some Shackleman cuffs and starting to try my luck with that kind of thing. Having this set that you just sent me will massively make this enjoyable for me, sir. So thank you for sending me all of these. Let me spread them out and show some of the goodies. We got the double ball snowmans. That's going to be awesome. We'll put them together right here. We've got what can only be known to everyone as a key extractor. That's what this is, guys. You see the back hook on it right there? That is so you can pull pieces of broken key out of a lock where somebody who accidentally broke it off got it jammed in there. So thank you, my friend, for sending me one of these, because I did not have an extractor yet, and any locksmithing person should have one. Thank you massively for the extractor, my guy. We've got a jagged city rake. Maybe I'll try this on one of those mean old pack locks later. I know my man Chuck Soup can city rake one of them open. And it looks like we've got another city rake over here. Different one. Oh, no. This is the, this one is the same. That's cool. That means I can split them up into, one of them will come with me in my EDC and one of them will stay in the lab. Excellent. It looks like I've got a few doubles in here of stuff, and I'm happy about that. We also have a single ball, guys. The single ball is very popular for your handcuff picking, guys. So I will enjoy having some. I'll try it out on some other locks. Thank you, Troy. You really have sealed the deal on every profile missing from my kit. These are some of the profiles I don't have, guy. And I think that you probably studied my picture, didn't you, dude? You looked and saw what I had and didn't have, and you made adjustments there, is what it seems like. Thank you for sending me some really cool stuff, Troy boy. Um, we've got ourselves another harpoon style extractor. And We'll put it with the other one. Because I said I need some extractors. Thank you for that, my friend. We've also got another pretty little half diamond. Thank you for that. I really have fallen in love with the half diamond profile. Maybe I won't have to harass Jimmy Long quite as much for another half diamond, but I'd still love to have a Jimmy half diamond. So, Jimmy, wherever you are, please make a half diamond. I'm gonna get a Moki one of these days. And Troy Boy just spoiled me with so many that I can put all of them off for a while. I'd love to have a Jimmy one, but check it out, guys. Got two of the smaller size and one of the big boys. Very, very cool. Like I said, Troy, this is like a Christmas haul, my man. I don't know what possessed you to be so kind to me on this, but really, you've blessed me beyond belief on this one. Yes, Q, the collection grows and grows. Terrafon's here. What's up, Terrafon? Yes, I did say something about pen making, my friend. As you know, we're all about getting some CL life going, Terrafon, so don't you worry. I got some American Abus or Master pen stock. And I've got some more stuff coming from Wild Billion too, so I will be making some soon, guys. Don't worry, the Mountain Mick Lock Factory will be open for business very soon. And they won't be charging anything. I'll just be sending it out to you guys and telling you to pick it, write your name down, and circulate that Mama Gemma. I don't ever want to see it again. I just want to see other people picking it. We've got three super mega deep hooks here for any time something is playing games with me. We can really get way up in there with these. Thanks for those, poor boy. Really massive hookup on this one, my guy. I am. If I didn't have to talk right now, I'd be speechless. But telling people what I got is kind of part of the job. I think this is a city rake, guys. I'm not 100% sure what I even do with this one here. Troy, you might have to give me some advice on this one here. Is this a fancy, weird extractor, or is it a backwards, funky city rake? Mountain Mick doesn't know, so bless me with the knowledge, my friend. You've already blessed me with the tools and the locks. Send a little knowledge this way with it, if you don't mind. We'll put them back here. And of course, no kit would be complete without my favorite, besides a half diamond, the good old medium flat hook, guys. Beautiful. I'll try this one out soon too. And these are all in 20 thou, guys. So they're going to be the Goldilocks size, and I can do about anything I want with those. What size is the pin stock? So I know what to order, Mountain Mick. I'll have to see if G Man can confirm, or if Troy Boy can confirm. I'm sorry, 0.093. He wrote it on there for us. 0.093, Mr. Elroy's Toys. That's going to be your Americans, your Abuses, and obviously your Master as well. But yes, a 0.093 stock is what you're going to need. And as you know, the rest of them are the size that Schlage and Quickset's a little different, but you can make them fit. But the Sparrows and Schlage pins, I believe they're a 0.083 or something like that. GQ Man told me the other day. I'll have to look back and confirm for you guys on that one. All right, so now I've got this massive new set of picks, guys. Let me just move my stuff out of there real quick so you guys can see in its entirety what Troy actually blessed me with today, because I didn't realize there were that many. I kind of just put some of mine in there to fill the space, and now I'm realizing that he sent me enough space for all my goodies, but he sent me enough goodies to fill half the space. So really cool. Thank you, Troy Boy, for doing that, my friend. You really have blessed me. Um, yeah, I took my sparrows out of it, and let me get the greyhounds out of there. There we go. Put my dogs back here in the Jimmy case really quick. so I can make a real shot. Naturally, after the video, I'll be taking some photos of all these and uploading it to my Facebook and all that good stuff so everybody can see all the goodies that I got today from Mr. Troy Boy. If you missed anything on the way through the video, guys, I advise you to go back and watch the replay or back it up yourself while we're still live. He sent me a ton of great locks, guys, and a ton of other things to play with. So we got locks, we got pin stocks, we got a little bit of everything a lock man loves. We got a holder, and we got some of the most awesomest new picks possible. So yeah, not to mention that we got all these Joe Minis that I'm going to start pulling out and playing around with, and then we'll try to pick a few things before we go, guys. This video is already at an hour and a half, massive, because of how big the package was, guys. So thank you, Troy. Now that I have everything out, let me say again, just like it says down on the bottom corner here, it doesn't say it anywhere near big enough for this, but thank you, Troy. Really, really, from the bottom of Mick's heart, thank you. I am super beyond blessed and spoiled thanks to you guys out here. Troy says he believes it's a .115 on the Schlage, which Brett says 3mm. So there you go, guys. Anybody listening? Cool, Q. Advice is very helpful, sir. I've been having more picking in hand success since picking in my Vice, oddly enough, but the Vice continues to be helpful on other locks where I can't do that. And there's GQ Man himself. Welcome, GQ Man. I'm going through the massive stash that Troy has blessed me with today. Anything that you see right now that looks new to you on my channel, it is. He sent me a huge box of locks, a huge box of picks, all Southord 20s that are here in this set. And he sent me all the new modular jimmies. I'm about to put those together. And he also sent me something I'll have to ask you about too, GK. Some SFIC best cores, 2 of them. So now I've got enough stuff to play around with for definitely part of the next year and a half. Enough stuff to pick my way to at least brown. And man, I probably got some stuff I need to give away now too, just so I don't have to carry so much to Florida. So I don't mean any of this stuff though. I mean stuff that I had already that this stuff will replace. But anyway, as you can see, massive, massive mailbox, lock mail from Troy today, guys. So again, thank you, Troy, for hooking me up so well. I had no idea you were sending all this stuff, dude. I didn't know you had all of this stuff, much less could spare and send all this stuff. So thanks, dude. And thanks for mixing it up. The black Jimmy handles like I've got on my Jimmys are cool, but these pinks and reds mixed are way cooler, my guy. So thanks for getting me the pinks and reds. I'm actually going to love having both. I was talking to my buddy Bracken last night on Facebook, and he asked me about that, and I said I don't know which ones he sent. I don't really care. He's got some pink ones too, so he was gonna see if I wanted to trade around, but now I think we've got basically the same kind of stuff, so there will be no point to that. Mr. GQ Man is working on an 1105 as we speak. Yeah, I just got at least one of those, GQ Man. Troy sent me a handful of 1100s, and as I mentioned earlier, I will be sending the Georgia Gem red one I popped the other day to Labs, my buddy Labs, aka Boo Man. He was there for it. It never would have happened on the live without him asking me to go live that night. And since it's a Georgia gym, I want to gift it to him, so he will really enjoy it, I'm sure, because he's a big fan of Georgia gym as much as I am. And, I'm going to dump all these chimneys out here, guys, put a few of them together, see what we can work with, and man, what a massive new set of tools I've got. I don't even know what to do with all of these, Troy, but I'll figure it out. Now, let's see. We've got, those are going to be the rounds. These are going to be the flats. Those are the cycloids. And those are the gems. Very cool. And Jimmy and I were talking the other day, guys, and I want to point something out really quick that he told me, and I would agree with. When I was asking Jimmy if he would be so kind as to make me another half diamond, he told me, for one, that he used to make one in the early versions, and somebody complained and didn't like them, so he quit making them. So whoever complained about that, I've got words for you, but I won't use them. But Jimmy did tell me that I'd be looking forward to these new cycloids, because he said that the single cycloid, which is going to be this guy right here, was pretty damn close to a real half diamond because of the way it's built. And when I looked at it, I told him, yeah, I almost mistaked it for a half diamond. I thought you made a new half diamond for the minis. So that's pretty damn close to a half diamond, guys. And just in case you don't believe me, here is a Southord half diamond to compare it to. And I would say it's a little different in use, because I can use it like a half diamond on one side, and then it's got the little bump in it, so I can actually flip it over and single pin pick with it as well. That should be a really useful profile for me, guys. I'm really glad Jimmy made that one. But I'm also very glad Troy Boy sent me these half diamonds that he sent me, because the only half diamond I had before is the one on my Sparrow's Escort. And while it does work, I've really been wanting one on a full tang handle so I can feel around more with it. They're no longer organized. So let's see what we can put together here. I think that we've got enough handles to have plenty of fun with, whether that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's 16 picks. Yep, so that'll actually cover everything, guys. I just did the math, Troy. Sorry, I'm slow. But you sent me enough to put everything in there, my guy. So thank you for that. Um, that's really boss of you, my man. So first, I will just do it the regular old way, guys. I'm gonna pair up whatever the two closest profiles are in each one, and I guess I don't know which way you guys turn them, but I'm gonna turn them to where they're both facing up, not facing in opposite directions. I've seen people do it both ways. I guess you can spin it around better if you have them in opposing directions, and that way you can keep going. Maybe I should do it that way. I haven't really had time to think about it yet. That's why I'm asking you guys what you think. But um, I am going to use the pinks on the less likely for me to grab for them ones. Not because I don't love them, but just because the red and black's so pretty that I want it on the ones I'm going to use more. So I'm going to put the red and black on the cycloids and the flat hooks. And then the rounds and the gems, I will put the pink on, because they will be a little more special use for me. So where did that single cycloid go? It needs to be one paired up with this double. Where did I put you? There's so many tools, I can't even keep track of them anymore, guys. I'm getting too blessed here. I definitely need to do some blessing other people soon. Alright, so that'll be that way. And then flip it and it'll be that way. Perfect. Also, Troy Boy, I'm sure you probably have a bunch of these things yourself too, because I don't see why you would send me these and not get yourself some. So let me ask you a question while I'm thinking about it. What do you do with? I'm sorry. I was just trying to say, what do you do with yours as far as where you store them is what I'm trying to get at here. I'm sorry. How do you store yours, Troy Boy? Where do you put them? What do you do with your cycloid jimmies when you're not using them? That's my question. Is there something I need to know about how a man stores his double-sided cycloid jimmies? I'd love to know. I'm also just trying to get adjusted to putting these things on, guys, because they are 3D printed. I'm going to have to make sure everything notches in there good and goes through the holes right and all of that good stuff. So just maybe I'll pick around and play around with the first one or two I put together, and we'll do all the full assembly later, so you guys don't have to sit here and wait on all that. That sounds like a better idea to me. Heatron's still in here. I'm trying to see what you guys are saying here too. No key on a 6-foot chain. Black and pink look messy to me. Black looks nicer. I don't know Brett sucks, but I know Brett, these red and blacks look really cool to me. The camera doesn't do them as much justice either, I will say that. I don't know if it's because of my camera or if it's just because of the way it is, but the pink ones look pretty cool. I like them. I know that Miss Mick is going to want to steal all the pink and black, and that's okay. I'll probably let her because she takes good care of me. But yeah, just curious what you guys are out there doing with your mini jimmies, how you're storing them when you're not using them, that kind of thing. Troy says, I have them in the top of a little toolbox from Harbor Freight. The cats will steal them if I had them in a green pig stand. I know the one you're talking about too, Troy boy, because I almost bought that thing already. And I wanted to get one possibly because all the stickers I have will go on it really good. So thank you for pointing that out. I will have to remember that you said that. I don't have any kitties running around trying to steal them, but check it out, guys. There you go. A mini Jimmy flipping both ways. Very cool. And let's do the other cycloid really quick. Let's make them face opposite directions so I can do the flip switch like a ninja, some kind of ninja. I will tell you guys, man, it's not super easy that first time you go to put these jimmies all on. I know it's because Jimmy and the guys wanted to make it super secure, and man, is it. I would recommend taking it and kind of screw back and forth on it like this to get it in there. That's what I'm having to do. And then that second one, you really just got to force snap it in there a little bit. What I've been doing is lining it up on the other side and doing it back and forth until it gets in the hole, and then swerve it over and snap down. That's the best way I've found to get them on there. Messing with that first one took me a good minute to get it worked out, but there we go. So now I got two cycloids ready to rock and roll. All four of them. Let's see if the jimmies. Oh yeah. See, Troy boy, I won't have to worry about it. The little mini gems do fit good in the whatever these little thin spots were designed for on the side of the heart of the 44 Delta. Oh, and they fit in these pretty decent too. So yeah, can just stack them up in the heart. Oops. Maybe I should use the one on the end I was talking about. That seems to work the best because it's a little taller. And they sit down in there good, so maybe I'll keep them in those things. Let's see. Keytron, they work great in the Jimmy Long tool roll. Well, that's good to know because I got a few spare spots in my tool roll. I could probably pull the Greyhounds out and move them to the block over here, and then I can do it that way. So maybe I'll do it that way. Let me get the flat hooks all lined up here, and I'll put the others together when you guys aren't sitting here waiting on me to do some picking and all of that. So for now, let me get the rounds all back in their spot really quick. Gems, rounds. I was also thinking about just storing them in the little box they came in, guys, for anybody curious. These little Jimmy Longs boxes I use to store my stickers and stuff in all the time. They're actually pretty handy little boxes. I told you guys, I don't throw much of this stuff away. It all comes in handy later, so I always end up glad that I didn't. And the pink and black set. So we will stick the pinks and blacks back in here for now and add them to the round and the gems later. Very cool. Sure, they look better in real life, he said in his diplomatic voice. That's right, Brett Sucks. I try to represent these affiliates that are nice to me in the best possible light, sir. I don't lie and make it sound horrible, but I actually do like them, is the thing. So me and you just happen to disagree on that one. That's all. I think the pink looks pretty good. I think the red and black looks the best, if you were to ask me. And I think when it comes to the ones that are in my tool roll, the actual OG Jimmies, I prefer those black. I'll agree with you there. Also, Mr. Walt Cade makes the little pop ends that go in the Jimmies too that everybody's using these days. And I'm told that I believe he's got one for the center hole now too. I didn't know anybody was making one for this hole up here, but this is a different size down here. So anyway, if you don't have those yet, Walt will hook you up, guys. All you got to do is send him a self-addressed stamped envelope, and he will send them to you for free. So I'm not saying don't buy you some. I'm just saying if you want some and you want to save a little bit of loot for other things like locks, maybe just send Walt, a message and let him know which ones you want, what you want to get hooked up with, and send him an envelope with your name and address, and he'll hook you up, guys. That way you won't have to pay for your little Jimmy snaps. I'm going to snap these jimmies together, and then I'm going to pull out a few locks and play around with them. So thanks everybody for being patient while I break out all of this stuff. I know many of you enjoy seeing new products brought out, and I know that my boy Troy is probably happy to see me giddy like a schoolgirl over all the goodies he sent me. So thank you for that, Troy. You definitely have blessed me beyond belief here today. All right, that one went together smoother. I'm getting better at doing this, guys. Only problem is I put it in backwards. So maybe that's why it went so well. Maybe the other ones are backwards, and I did this one right. I don't know, but it'll take me just a second to flip it around the other way. I really think that having them flippable makes more sense, since that's the idea. And to have them flippable, you need to have them facing the opposite direction from each other. So you can have them face the same direction and flip them over like this. Maybe that's what people are doing. Or you can have them opposite and spin them. So I don't know. Whether you're a flipper or a spinner, I guess will dictate which way you turn them. I haven't tried them yet, so we'll see what turns out to be more fun. But I do think it's a great idea Jimmy came up with to have these little flipper spinners. And while I would enjoy sometimes using one probably on just one by itself, I think it's a genius idea to have them both on there like that. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, keep trying. I do plan on getting me. Yes, exactly. Walkcade has all the Jimmy handles free. So if you want some Jimmy handles and some difference, Brett, that's what I would advise you to do, BrettSucks.com. Get a hold of Walkcade, and you won't have to have black or pink. You can get whatever Brett Sucks likes. Because Walkcade's got all the goods, my man. Thank you, Walt, for pointing that out. I knew you were still hanging around here. And I'm glad you are, sir. It's always more fun when Mr. Cade comes to play. The auctioneer man is in the house. Alright, guys. I finally got all this stuff put together to play around with. Showed you everything that I've got to hang out and play around with. I'm going to put the SFICs back in the box so I don't beat anything to death with them. Those are some heavy ones, guys. They are really cool. So, again, thank you, Troy, for sending me some really sweet stuff. That stuff is going to last me all the way through Brown Belt and probably all of next year. So, really, guys, when I say I'm getting to about the extent of needing things, I'm way past needing anything, guys. All right? Everything you hear Mountain Mix say, hey, I'd like that, believe me, I'm just a guy who's always going to shop around, collect, and look at things. That's my nature. I'm an impulsive person. It's a mental disease, guys. A mental disease. Okay? So don't think because I have all of this stuff that I'm gonna stop being like, hey, that looks cool, because I'll never do that. I wish I could. It is not within my power. Now let me get a turner so we can have a little fun here. I'm going to go back to the old classic master number 5 we always start around playing with. Got the Turner from the FNG set. Let's try one of these little cycloids. Why don't we? Let's try the triple. I'm a big fan of a triple. Let's see what a triple will do here, guys. Oh, yeah. That works nice. Let's see if the quad does the same thing. Flip it around and use the quad. That was too easy. Starting over. Yep. Mini jimmies will slay, guys. Let's get us another lock to play with. Let's try one of the single pin picks. Man, I got so much to play with. I can't even show you guys all this stuff in one video. We would be here all day. I know I've been known for having a long live here and there, but Mountain Mick hasn't eaten dinner yet or anything. So we're pushing 7 o'clock. We started at 5. Thanks everybody for still hanging out. Yes, Walt Cade can even make this pick holder, guys. You see the one that I've got here? Walt can make that. And you see the one in the back, the orange one that I showed earlier? Walt made that for me. Believe me when I say Walt is good at that stuff, guys. He'll hook a brother up too. Thank you, Walt, for sending me all that stuff. That is why I constantly try to help you with herding some people your way. Because why wouldn't I, dude? You're such a generous guy that you don't even charge for a lot of that stuff. You just want somebody to help you try it out and get it out into the world. I love that, man. I really do. There you go, Elroy's Toys. He can make it. This 44 Delta green holder that you just sent me, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna love that thing forever, Troy. Nobody's gonna get that gifted to them. It's gonna go right here with my Mokies forever and always. And now I'm torn about what to do with the one from Walt, because I love that thing too. I don't want to hoard things, guys. So I may give away that one from Walt, guys. I might just throw that in with some of my contest stuff one of these times. Or if I find the right person, I might just say, you know what? Mountain Nick's going to give you this. Lady Locks is in the house. Stop the presses, guys. Oh my goodness. The Queen of Lock Sport has arrived. Everybody make sure to bow, curtsy. The Queen is on deck. All right. I mentioned it to her earlier. She had her cool new Locks 2 channel going, talking about some news events and stuff. If you haven't seen that yet, I would advise you to get things together in your side of town and go check out Lady Locks' second channel. It's a really fun time. I was over there with Chuck Soup. We were just talking current event, non-lock stuff. So check that out sometime, guys. I think you'll like it. Let me see what the Jimmy Quad will do to this Brinks brass. What do you think, guys? I think it'll probably pop this thing pretty quick. Let's find out. And maybe I'll need the triple. We'll see. I am currently, Miss Lady Locks, showing these guys a massive package of stuff I got from Mr. Troy here. Troy sent me a ton of goodies. We'll list them all for you in a second. I'm just now playing around with some of them. There we go. The double, guys. The double's the one you want for the Brinks, it turns out. So check it out, Lady Locks. Ma'am, Mr. Troy has been so kind as to send me, first and foremost, a set of all the new mini Jimmies. I've got black and red and black and pink handles, and literally every one of them that is made. So that was a really sweet gift. I knew that was coming, and it's really awesome. But that's not even close to it. You see this really beautiful 44 Delta lime green, my favorite color, holding all these picks up here? He sent me this thing too. Very cool. It's magnetic. It breaks into different pieces. It's got the little Delta skull on the front. This thing is amazing. Everything in this one he sent me too. You see all these 20 size Southord picks? This is like a whole pick set by itself, guys. He sent me some things I don't even have. Double balls, ball, key extractors, half diamonds, medium hook, and some deeps. A couple different city rakes, a couple of double cycloids, and a snake tickler there. So lots of cool new picks. He sent me some pin stock. This is American or ABUS size pin stock, .093 for all the locks I'll be building soon. And because I know Miss Lady Locks is a fan of locks, yeah, don't trip and fall on that. You're absolutely right about that. He sent me a couple of SFIC best locks in handles. Check it out. I'm not even ready to be picking purple yet, but once I get that pack lock open, I got two really nice SFICs to play around with. So thank you, Troy, for that. I'm not worthy, but I will be. And let me just show Miss Lady Locks some of the cool locks he sent real quick to you guys, just because she's not going to have time to back up and watch it all over again. We all know she's super busy superstar, so let me just show her real quick. I got a Brady. This 100A was already here. I got that from Seahorn. He sent me a 7240, which I've been dying to get one of these because it's one of the only green belts I don't have. He sent me this Zarker. I don't even know what that is yet, but it looks like a cool lock. It's got 3 keys. They've got these really cool key rings on here that I'm going to be using to make my key ring a little stronger. So thank you for those, Troy boy. because my key ring is lame, and those are way cooler. This is my keys for anybody who didn't see my massive bundle of keys right now. It's just a big wad, guys. Nothing but a janitor set. And let's see. Let's show Lady Locks the rest real quick, guys. I'm just gonna break them all out so she can see them. We got a Yale, a couple of mortises, a couple of kicks and other mortises. We got 4 1100s to play around with, various colors. I think they're all 1105s, but a silver, red, and 2 blue 1100s. He also sent me some shims. And yes, Lady Locks, he mentions to me it was a skeletonized core. Thank you, ma'am. You are also a great mentor, Miss Lady Locks, and I appreciate that tip. Mr. Troy was kind enough to tell me about the Brady being skeletonized, and he was so good as to send me some shims with it, which I already had some, but he didn't know that, and I'm prone to breaking things sometimes, so I won't say I didn't need them because I probably did. I usually shim everything too, guys, because I found out the hard way last night. I was doing that S1100 that I popped on the live, and apparently, if you're like me, you can even screw up an S1100 without a shim. I shot a couple of spools into the cylinder because I slipped and missed when I was pushing it through. So I got past about 3 or 4 pins, and then the last 2 or 3, one of them jumped too quick into the little hole. And yeah, I had to back it out. And when I went to back it out, I tore up one of my springs. Fortunately, I had some donor springs. Otherwise, it wouldn't be together right now. But I had a donor spring. I put it in there. I shimmed it the second time like a good boy, and it went back together. So I showed a video of it back together. Anyway, it is some great lock mail. I mean, like totally awesome, Lady Locks. He sent me all of these tools in this thing here. These are all Southord 20s. It's a massive set as it is. And then, as I said, he sent me all the new Jimmy modulars with handles. So I got really spoiled today, Miss Lady Locks. And then I've got all these cool locks I just showed you as well. So massively blessed. I didn't show you the last two. He sent me another Abus 7440 with a Yale keyway, which has already been my nightmare naughty bucket lock hanging out over there in the back. Still in the naughty bucket, metaphorically speaking. And now it's got a twin sister to join it in the naughty bucket, so it won't feel lonely. And he sent me this slider lock that I know nothing about yet. So I will be leaning on you and GK Man and some more of the crack team of geniuses that I've met to tell me what to do with this thing when the time comes. But yes, thank you, Miss Lady Locks, for joining us. Whenever somebody like you or Packlock Prez or Jimmy Long shows up in the chat, it just totally throws my whole game off because I'm only pretend famous. So when rock stars, lock stars start popping into the chat, it just blows my mind that you guys even care what I've got going on. So thank you. I'm flattered to have you here. And I'm glad everybody in the chat gets to chat around and you finally get to hang out on the other side of the camera and chat while I'm up here doing the show thing. It's usually the other way around. So I just find it cool that we have the shoe on the other foot for once. You've been here before though, so you know what I'm into and what I do. That's a good question, Chuck Soup. One that I would love to hear the answer to. Do not sliders need specific profiles? Good question, Chuck. I don't know, sir. I have no idea how to even begin picking a slider. That's why I brought it up. Troy says slip a short hook in it. So I guess you pick it similar to the way you pick a pin tumbler, Chuck. It's just backwards on the key. The key is cut on the insides instead of the outsides. So I'm going to keep playing around with my Jimmy Cycloids and trying to just get a few easy opens on some different various easier stuff I've got here. And there we go. And once I'm a little warmed up feeling, I will pick around for a minute on the 7240 probably. I think that'll be the one we play with today. No promises. I literally just pulled it out of the box. But I've been on a little bit of a green belt brand new pop streak lately. So today's a good day to fail for the first time lately. And who knows? Maybe it'll go really weird and I'll actually open the thing. But anyway, that's all the goodies we've got going on today. It is a massive haul. Came in a box that is almost really the box was too big to fit on screen. You see my whole widescreen setup here, Lady Locks? I put it on the table and it literally just looked like the side of the box. Yes, Classic Stang, I do have some good friends. I know that was a private message between us, but really I do, my guy. I keep telling you that the lock sport community is the greatest people on earth. Um, They have blessed me beyond belief with tools to play with, locks to play with, and even better than that, their friendship. You know, they actually hang out with me, talk to me, and give me something to do that's, you know, enjoyable with my life and not negativity. So I really appreciate all you guys for that, man. I haven't had something like this positive in my life in a long time, so it's really refreshing to have all of you guys. You really make Mountain Mick feel special. That's what I'm trying to say. You really do, guys. All right, Mountain Mick is having a little nicotine fit here, guys. I don't think I've got any more smokes, but I've got some nicotine pouch. So give me 1 second. I can't pick while I'm having a nicotine fit. All right, that'll work. It's not as good as a smoke, but it'll keep smoke out of the camera. I've been giving these away at the gas station up the road, guys. It's not tobacco. It's just nicotine, salt, nicotine salt, flavored in a pouch. It's not bad though. It's better than not having a smoke, and it won't block the camera. So it might make me sound like I've got a little bit of marbles in my mouth, but other than that, it'll work. I haven't tried dimples or sliders yet. I have been mostly just pin and tumbler in my way up to blue belt, guys. Now, after I get these pack lock, once I get a pack lock open and my blue belt is secure, then and only then I've got about 3 or 4 pin tumbler. I'm sorry, I've got about 3 or 4 dimples now. Various difficulties, thanks to Mr. Happy and Nick Matlack and Troy. I do have some stuff to try the black flags I got from Georgia Jim out on. I will be venturing into Dimple World next. Yeah, pouches, not patches. Salted nicotine pouches. It doesn't have tobacco in it at all. Consequently, I think you can swallow it if you want to instead of spit it, but I wouldn't recommend a lot of that. Just saying that it can be done. Troy says this slider opened faster than a rake in a number 5. Well, that must have been in a flash, Troy, because I know that my number 5, I can single pin pick my number 5 in more time than it takes me to get a cigarette burning good. Sushi! Isamo Sushi has dropped in, guys. Says he just got home, stepped in to say hi. The pet's had an upset tummy, so he has a mess to clean up. That's okay, Sushi. You do what you gotta do, brother. We'll be here for a minute. I'll be hanging out, picking, and we're just happy to have you here, sir. So thank you for dropping in on us, Sushi. Always love to have you. I'm gonna try seeing if I can bully rake this one open with one of the Jimmy mods. I usually use a FNG Quint on this lock, and it does work pretty well. So I think that the Jimmy Quad might be able to get it open too. We're gonna see. Yes, that's correct. We do have the Lady Locks in the chat for anyone who hasn't noticed yet. The Queen of Locksport herself, Northern Hemisphere. We'll give Pocket Women Southern Hemisphere Queen Reignship, and Lady Locks has the North. So she's the Queen of the North. And P Dubs, hopefully, who we will hear from soon, is holding it down in the South Hemisphere from Australia. We got a lot of legends in the chat right now, guys. We got Walkcade, Lady Locks, Sushi, Chuck Soup, Mr. Happy. A lot of my friends in here today. Thanks for showing up, guys. Um, I wasn't planning on making a super long live today, but I didn't really have a choice once I started unloading this massive box from Troy. Troy sent me so much stuff. If I'd have spent 5 minutes talking about everything he sent me, we'd still be here showing off some of it. So I had to really kind of work my way through some of it and not really talk about some of it too much, just to have time to get through all of it. Massive, massive, my friend. You spoiled me like crazy, dude. But I thank you again, and I will continue to thank you. Oh, it's just not liking it as much, guys. It really likes that FNG Quint. I'll show you what I mean. Just because I don't want to not open this sucker, we'll go ahead and do it the way I usually do. There's something about that fifth one that this one likes better. I don't know what it is, but it does work. See? See how much quicker it goes when you use the right frequency on a rake, guys? That's what you want to do. That's why we have a 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. Because if you have all the different frequencies, you're going to have a lot higher chance of success. And that's all we want, right? Success. SUCCESS. Alrighty. Now, I think we've done enough fancy stuff playing around with this stuff. The Jimmy modulars are fantastic. I really enjoy them. I believe we will move to playing around with the 7240 ABUS. I make no promises on that. Sometimes I'll get an open, sometimes I don't. Yeah, Brett Sucks, you're right. FNG Quint can go real south with a misenunciation. You ain't kidding, brother. I hear that, Lady Locks. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. You don't have to share the crown. I've been the knee to only one queen, Lady Locks, so I understand, hon. Not a problem. I wouldn't tell you to put the crown on just so you could share it with somebody. You had the crown long before we met, dear. Long before we met. That's the truth. When I fail on 7240 right here, that's what we're going to blame it on. That's exactly what we're going to blame it on when I fail on this 7240. Man, I see now why you guys are all doing a top of keyway on a 7240. Look at that thing, guys. Let me show you what it looks like with just a bottom of keyway in it. I don't think you even have room to pick with bottom of keyway on this thing, guys. I'd be insane to try that. Everything would immediately go straight to the highest set possible. That is never going to work. Oh my goodness. That's why we have turners on top of turners over here. Let's give a Reaper a try since Miss Lady Locks is here. We'll try to keep a little CI action going on. Why not? I love my Sparrows curved too, but these Reapers are hard to argue with, guys. These are some of the best ones possible. Yes, Troy is correct. We're gonna need the 32 top of keyway. So that's what I'm gonna use, Troy. I'm sure you know this lock very well, sir, since it came from you. Let's see if I can get this in there. There we go. Look at that. Look how nice that fits. Now we got plenty of room to play. Now you know for sure when I fail that it's my fault. Oh, that's right, Lady Locks. It won't be my fault. It'll be because I lightly suggest the possibility of a second queen in this game. Just remember that, guys. Never test the crown. Never test the crown. Don't want to get hurt testing the crown, guys. Let's see. What are we going to use here? I'm going to try one of these new Southord picks. Why not? We got a 20. It's a classic flat hook, probably about a medium. So let me give that a try. Let's see what one of these Southords play around feel like. That'll give me a little bit more time to talk to you guys too before we call it a day. That's why I like going to the harder lock at the end, guys, because then I can not be shuffling things around so much that I can't look as much in the chat. I'm really good at being able to still chat with you guys when I'm working on one lock really hard, but when I'm popping stuff left and right, it is just a storm of tools and locks and forgetting to even see what you guys are talking about sometimes. I'll start rambling and forget we're even doing this. I know that this is a spool fest from a couple of my friends that have recently overtaken one of these locks. I am definitely still getting my weight up, guys. I won't lie. I am no pro picker by no means. But I think for 3.5-ish months, I'm doing about where I should be. I put a lot of time and practice in recently. Finally starting to get a little success more than usual. And that feels good. It's always good to see your efforts showing some results when you've been practicing your butt off. Yeah, Lady Locks, picking and talking and watching the chat can make it a very multitask operation. I tell my wife all the time that I'm a man. I was not built for multitasking. I'm the kind of guy that's lucky he can walk and breathe and chew gum at the same time. So I do okay when it comes to talking and picking and checking the chat. I'm actually better at that than most multiple things. Oh, cool. You just heard from P Dubs? Well, I'm glad to hear that, Lady Locks. Give her a hello for Mountain Mick and all the guys in the chat, please. Tell her we're all missing her and thinking about her. We can't wait to see her back on live soon. I figured that she would call you first or talk to you first. I know you guys are besties. I'm glad to hear she's doing well. A big shout out to Pocket Women from the Mountain Mick live stream. Big love for her. Love watching her long, super long Australian streams. I'm trying to read what that says, Chuck. I really wish they didn't put that heart symbol in the way because when you guys talk to me and it's a longer message, I gotta wait for the next person to send a message or scroll up to see what it says. Both my hands are full, so now I'm stuck waiting, Chuck. I know it says check the and then when I am live, but I can't see what that word says right now. One of the fallbacks of YouTubery. Yeah, Brett, sucks. A lot of people don't talk when they pick, and that's okay too. I was actually telling my dad about that. Some people will talk while they're doing the presentation part. Ooh, we just got a little forward shift. All right, we're making a little progress here. I finally got a little forward rotation off of a set. So we're getting somewhere. That's good. But yeah. Oh, scrolling. But yeah, Brett sucks. A lot of people thank you for commenting so I could see what it says. Check the chat. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, Chuck Soup, forgetting to check the chat happens. Some people don't even turn the chat on. They just live stream with no chat. I don't think that's as much fun for everybody, but you know, your show is your show. You do whatever you want. And if it's better for you and under the pressure of the camera already, if it's better for you to just introduce yourself and the lock and then pick and not say anything, you don't have to, you know, freestyle your way through blabbing like I do, and you don't have to be like lock picking lawyer and narrate the entirety of what you're doing with your pick. I mean, that is good. I'm not saying don't, because people learn from that stuff. I'm just saying, clearly, people have different styles, just like different styles of picking. So, whenever you're picking live, don't feel pressured to do what other people do. If it's comfortable for you to just introduce the lock and say, all right, guys, I need all of my focus to try and be my best for you. So hang tight if you want to see me pick this lock. Then say that and continue to pick. It's no biggie. People are going to talk to each other in the chat anyway. They don't necessarily need you to be part of it. I just like to engage with the people who are here as much as I can. That's my style. Pretty much everybody who comes to my lives is somebody I know and talk to on some level. Um, I'm up into 300 and some subscribers right now, which means I actually know most of them, if not all of them, personally as well as online. Like, I don't know all of them from face to face, but pretty much all of them I've at least had a few conversations with. They're not just stalking me and hiding in the background, is what I'm trying to say. Most of them know that Mick's a talker, and all you got to do is say hey or ask me a question if you're curious about something. I'm a nice, approachable guy. I got my Scorpio energy, so you're probably already drawn to trying to tell me about things that I don't need to know. And it's okay. I won't share them with anybody if you do, so you can trust me. I'm a very trustworthy friend, and most of my friends can tell you that. 314. Thank you, Chuck. I was wondering exactly where we were at there. I knew we passed 300 a while back during the 250 sub giveaway here. And I'm glad to hear that we're pushing on up towards 350 now. By the time this contest is over, guys, I will probably roll out a 500 sub. I might even make it easier and make it a 400 sub. It depends on where we're at whenever this one ends. Because it runs all month, I'd prefer to see that we get up toward 350 by the end of it. And then I will set it at like 500, most likely. But I don't know. I might do a 400 and a 500 just because that's the beauty of having your own channel, guys. You can just freestyle and make that stuff up as you go. You can decide. There's no requirement to do giveaways at subs or any of that stuff. It's a good idea. I like to show people that I care that they're here because I do. So that's really what the subscriber giveaways are for. I just want to, have fun with my friends and show them off a little more when I can. And then at the end of it, man, there's definitely a spool. Give me some counter right there. Get on up in there, you. I think we got her set. We're back out of the faults, so probably. I might have dropped one on the way out, though. Oh, now we're back into a little deeper set, so not sure, guys. We're making progress, but we may have something overset. I am prone to oversetting sometimes still, guys. I'm noobish. When you're noobish, you don't make the super low, minute movements all the time that you should. That causes a lot of overlifting. And you also don't start over as often as you should, or try to drop and catch pins as often as you should. And it's really counterproductive to do that, because if you've got an overset pin, you're never going to pick that lock. So you're actually speeding up the process when you start over. As crazy as that sounds. Yeah, Chuck, I hear that. Not used to hearing your voice out from the outside of your head. That does happen, sir. I hear that, Troy. I have about 3 voices in my head, Troy. They're all me, but they don't all agree. There's the struggle within, like most people have. There's 2 of them that argue. And then there's a third one that just, I don't know. That third one's the one you don't want to know about. But it still sounds like me. Oh, I hear that, Brett Sucks. Brett Sucks is doing a big giveaway when he hits 1 million, guys. Probably next week. He's going viral any day now. Brett, I keep telling you, you're like second tier B level famous. I think going viral is a step backwards for you, but if you want to, dirty yourself up with us common folk and get elbow to elbow, forget about social distancing and whatnot, you're welcome to hang with the commoners, Brett. We'll try to keep you entertained. Chuck says, I like to go back and make shorts of the individual opens from my lives. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that too, Chuck. Having actually opened a couple of nice locks on my lives, I have been thinking about trimming down those parts where I actually opened the A1100 and the S1100, and at least making a short version of those two, so that way the short audience can see me actually getting some nice opens too. That's a pretty good idea, Chuck. We're still battling back and forth with this 7240, guys. I keep getting in and out of sets here, so we're either making a lot of progress or we're fighting the same one over and over. I'm not sure which, but my tension turner is definitely got about 3 places that it's been back and forth between since we started, so this spool fest goes on. Still have no idea where the clips that you made went, so you stopped making the clips. I hear that, Chuck. Sometimes I lose track of one that I put on the channel and have to hunt it down too. I try to remember to save it to a couple of playlists when I first get it on there, and that usually helps me to find it. But every once in a while, one does get lost in the sauce. Yeah, Chuck, that's because of all the spools. That's what I'm dealing with right now, brother. It's been in and out of fault set about 3 or 4 times right now, which means, as I said, I'm either making progress toward the open, or I'm battling the same 1 or 2 back and forth, dropping them. So I'm not sure which, but I just got a little forward bump again just now, and again just now. So I'm just kind of working my way in and out. Um, I need to try getting my other forearm here, picking it with my finger down here against it. When I pick for the camera, I hold it just a little different than when I'm actually usually picking without a camera, because I want you guys to kind of be able to see. And it's a little bit different, not much. There's a few degrees of tilt in the way I hold my right hand with the pick. Like right now, I'm kind of under myself, so I'm going sideways. Normally, I would crank it up this way and actually be picking it more like I'm in a vise. But because I'm trying to keep comfort here as much as possible, I'm sort of just picking it on its side, if that makes sense to anybody.
Chuck Soup says, I made a clip of your open right before you got it and have no idea where it is. So I haven't been able to send it to you. Well, thank you, Chuck. I didn't even realize that I do have it set up to where other people can do that. So, yeah, I kind of figured that, Lady Locks. Having only one camera makes it a little bit harder for me to show what's going on, especially when I'm in over the shoulder view here. I know it's not really something you can follow along well. That's another reason that I try to engage with the audience because you're not going to see it as well as you would on my shorts. On my shorts, I focus a little more on making sure that I'm showing what's actually going on more. And in my lives, the only way I can do that is to vice pick. And I do like to vice pick, but I'm finding a lot more success lately with picking in hand on my lives. So I'm a little torn on it that way. Yeah, I know what you mean, Chuck and Troy. The thing is, what I normally do is actually I have my elbows on the table like this and I have it turned up the right way. But when I do that, because of where I had the camera turned down for you guys to see all the stuff from the mail, it makes it impossible to see anything I'm doing at all. So that's one of the reasons that I'm doing it this way, guys. Just but yeah, I do enjoy production notes. Constructive criticism is good. I try to build the show better for people as I go. I just dropped a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely working on it. I've got a laptop now, and a vice and a tripod for the camera that I'm using right now to sit on, which is the better phone camera. So I'm working on. I know that I can basically. Yeah, I was gonna say, Mr. Happy. I know that Restream. I can actually like. There's a couple ways to do it. I can cheat and I can invite myself in the same way I'm using my monitor to see the chat and stuff right now. I can bring myself in um, like a second user and just bring it in on a second camera that way. I know there's got to be a better way to do it, but I'm still learning, guys. So thanks for the help and attention. Mr. Happy there, he's my main supporter of technical help. I know that Lady Locks has got Lockchuck and a few of her people to help with that kind of thing. It's good to have a team of geniuses behind you guys. Mr. Happy is a great dude. Chuck Soup definitely knows what he's doing with that OBS stuff too. So I've been talking to Chuck about that a little bit too. Um, I know that there's a lot of other options, guys. So I really dig that picture-in-picture stuff that some of you guys are able to do too. I think Restream will let me do that, but I haven't been playing with that yet. I'm still kind of just getting used to the fact I can bring other people on the show sometimes, and the fact I can use two cameras at once if I need to. So, in the future, I will build it up bigger. We'll have a straightforward view so I can talk to you guys like I do at the beginning and end of the show. And we will have a zoomed in picking view from a different camera angle. So the over the shoulder that we're using right now will basically evolve into a much closer, zoomed in situation with some better lighting so you guys can really see what's going on in there. Like I said, it's still a very raw channel at the moment, guys, but I am making baby steps toward making it better. I promise you, every day I try to work on that stuff just as much as my picking. Um, I'll get to that point, guys. I definitely am at the point now where I've got two phones and a laptop, so that offers me three cameras total because I've got both phones able to link up, and the webcam itself. So I could probably use like the webcam for the main view, and then one or two of the cameras for like, I could use one of the cell phones for the over the shoulder view here, and then probably the other one for like a zoomed in view to give you the real good picking view that I would like to bring to you guys. I know I have seen some really good macro shot stuff on some of you guys' stuff. I don't seem to have the ability on any of mine to be able to zoom, especially in the middle of a video, guys. So I'm working on all of that. I may end up having to invest in an actual digital camera at some point that has some more of that technology in it. I don't know. That's why I'm still kind of working with Mr. Happy to figure some of that stuff out. He is a photographer and a player of computer technology as well. German guys are pretty astute when it comes to these things, guys. So if you don't have a German on your team, get you a German. I love my Germans. Motorist and Mr. Happy both. I love you guys. I know Gerard's not here right now, but I just want to bring him up because I brought up Germany. And I know that I can't mention Germany without mentioning Gerard, or he will get upset. That's my buddy, and I know he's very proud of his homeland, and that's something I relate to. Even though I'm American, which I'm also very proud of, that is technically my homeland. But I'm also very anxious to see Northern Ireland and the north part of the regular Republic of Ireland, because that is where my family is all from. And I have some family from Germany as well. That's one of the reasons I get along well with the Germans. My mother's maiden name is Honhorst. 3 H's in it. It's about as German as it gets, guys. So, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, seriously, Lady Locks. They go to a whole different kind of school than we do. German and European guys over there. Really sharp guys. And I'll give Brett Sucks and his Englishmen some credit too. My UK guys are very sharp, and their schooling is definitely very top notch, top man stuff. I think they're all secret agents in disguise. And I don't have a ton of Russian buddies at the moment, but I do have a few. And I gotta say, the Russians also, they can be really smart guys as well. Whatever they focus on learning, they all seem to be able to excel pretty well at. So, like I said, I'm a really internationally associated guy. I like meeting people from all over the world, different cultures, seeing what kind of food they got. I'm not allowed to see what kind of women they have, but um, I've got one of those, so I'm very comfortable and happy with that. You guys have heard her a couple times lately. She's called during the show the last 2 times. But you all just get to see that Mountain Mick will drop everything to answer that wifey call. That's how it's supposed to be, guys. I am not getting anywhere on this thing right now, guys. I gotta tell you. And I'm starting to get a little hungry for dinner. I gotta tell you that too. We're at 2.5 hours. I'll try to do a couple more things, maybe hang out for like another 15, 20 minutes. But I'm gonna have to get moving towards some Monday Night Football and dinner here pretty soon. And of course, the moment I get this 7240 open, the world will know about it, whether it's on camera or not, because it'll end up on camera. That's right, Mr. Happy. Greyhound said something the other day that I agree with. He was talking about happy wife, happy life with me and Skip. And he said that he thinks it ought to be adjusted to happy spouse, happy house. I think that's a good thing to look at it. Because you definitely, from the men's perspective, want to make your wife happy, or you're going to be miserable. But you need to be happy too for the home to really thrive. So I think Greyhound was onto something there. It's a two-way street, and that's why we try to do everything 50-50. And we focus on whoever's the better one with something, the stronger one. We use our strengths in my relationship, guys. We don't have the same strengths in a lot of cases, and that's good. So when it comes to certain things, she's got my back. Thank you, Troy. Thank you for coming to hang out. As I said, I'm going to start winding it down here in a minute anyway, boss man. Thank you so much for coming to hang with me, Troy. Thank you for helping explain some of this stuff to me because some of it's a little ahead of my current path, but I appreciate you sending me all of it, especially the stuff that's out of my current reach because that means I'm already prepared. I just got to get better. So thank you so much, Troy. You really have spoiled me mega time here, sir. So I'm feeling blessed, and you are the reason, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, watch my Mustang's back. What's up, Mustang? Yes, we got Lady Locks in the chat. Uh, advise any of you who want to chit chat with Lady Locks to do so. She doesn't always get to hang out in other lives, so I'm feeling pretty blessed to have her today, guys. Thank you, Lady Locks, for coming to hang out in my live. I like to think of us as pretty good friends these days. And me and Mr. Inferno were talking about you the other night, Lady Locks. Mr. Inferno is a great guy. And he was basically agreeing with me on what a great friend you are. So just wanted to tell you about that really quick. Whoa, Troy only has one subscriber. Yes, Chuck, that is a tragedy in and of itself. Chuck has posted the link, guys. Please do us all a favor. Jump over there for a second. Give my man Troy some subscribers, guys. I had no idea. I'm gonna have to make sure I'm subbed to him too. I know that we're hooked up on Discord and Reddit, but I may not even have him on my sub list right now. So yes, please follow Chuck Soup's link there, guys. And Troy, who sent me all this massive love here, he definitely deserves to have some subs, guys. I think that's the least we could do for him after blessing me this heavy. So let's make a subscriber run on Troy real quick, guys. And I'm gonna take my phone really quick and sub up on there too. So we'll pause this lock here. And that's one of the other beautiful things about the two phone system, guys. I'll lose you in chat for just a second, but it'll give me time to do this. You see this, guys? Troy, right there, Mr. Troy Bennett. Somehow I've overlooked subscribing him, so we're fixing that right now. Troy boy, thank you for all the love, sir. We're going to try and send you as many subs as we can get you, my man. You deserve every one and then some. Thanks everybody who's backing up and jumping over there really quick to sub Troy. He is a great guy, great friend. He helps me on Discord and on Reddit. I've known him literally since when I started this, guys. The S1100 that I picked the other night, guys, that was my first gift lock, and he's the one who sent it to me. Just wanted to throw that out there too. That black S1100 from the live that I picked the other night, that was the very first lock anybody gifted me, and Troy was the one who sent it to me. So, big thanks to him. He has been helping me out and hooking me up for a long time. All right, guys. Thanks for helping me pump up those numbers for Troy a little bit. I will have to remember in my next stream or two to continue making a run on him. since we're going to be using so many goodies that he sent me in the near future. I will be mentioning him a lot. And it's only right when somebody blesses the hell out of you like this that you show them some love, guys. Thanks, guys. We got him up to 9 now. That's what's up. Yes, like and subscribe. Pretty sure everybody here has already covered me on my likes and stuff and subbed up. If not, double tap your screen, hit the little thumbs up button, whatever you got to do. Oh, it felt like it was going to go that time. It must be getting kind of close. It feels thin. When you get to them last pin or two, it starts to feel thin when you push on it. Like there's not much in the way. I just went into a deep false set again, so it must be either close or really far away. I'll continue to pick on it for a minute just in case we're getting to it. Because every once in a while, if I give up, I come back and find out I was just a couple of lifts away from victory. And we have a saying when I'm working in the garage that one of my bosses taught me a long time ago, and I use it all the time still. And that is that you should never find yourself 5 minutes from perfection, guys. Sometimes you're that close to taking something really great and pushing it from great up to perfect. And if it only takes you 5 more minutes of focus to get it from great to perfect, your job deserves that 5 minutes. So give it that extra 5 minutes and move it from great to perfect, because that's where really, really striving for greatness is about. Leave it all on the table, guys. That's all I'm really getting at here. If you think you're almost done, give it a little bit more, just in case. That's the theory. Swamp Picker, good night, brother. Thanks for dropping by. I agree with you there, Brett. But you have to aim for perfection to fall slightly short into greatness, Brett. That's the idea. I don't ever think real perfection is going to be attainable for me. But I would hate to miss out on greatness by a few minutes and settle for good enough. I don't like settling, Brett. I don't like to see my friends settle either. If all we need to do is inspire each other for a minute, give ourselves a little bit of extra oomph by cheering each other on across the finish line, then we should be doing that. Let's be great together. Let's not settle and give each other cop out reasons. We can do all the boo hooing and wah wahing and hugging each other afterward when we fall short. But while we're still working on it, let's not use that negative energy. Let's keep it with the can-do attitude. Nola the Great, come work in your shop for a day. I hear you, Nola. I would actually love to, sir. I like working anywhere I can get a chance to make some money. That's all I care about, Nola. I've worked for a lot of a-holes in my time, sir. A lot of people you wouldn't want to be around for 2 seconds. And I tell them all the same thing. You can pay me good and be an a-hole, or you can pay me like crap and be nice. But you can't pay me like crap and be an a-hole. I won't put up with that. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to have to call it on this 7240 for this one, guys. I'm getting really hungry, and I start to lose focus when I get hungry. It's a shame, because I really feel like I'm making good progress on it here. I'm still trying to talk myself out of it, but must feed. And I gotta call my wife back. Don't laugh as much this time, Mr. Happy. I'll go ahead and tell you now. I got to call her back. I won't wait till the last literal second of my stream to be like, oh crap. It was funny though. That was a real moment, Mr. Happy. A city government body shop. The saying is good enough for government work started in your shop. That's different, Nola. That's not talking about customers. Good enough for the city is good enough. They're just going to thrash it again and bring it back a week later. No point in giving them perfection. They won't appreciate it anyway. Show the keyway, Mick. Okay. You want to see the keyway, Brett Sucks? There's the keyway. See how deep we're in there right now? See how we're past the initial line? There's two lines. And we're past one. We're past both of them a little bit because I'm still in a little bit of a false set. Yep, I will know that next time, Lady Locks. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. I'm good at sweet talking people, but I'm still working on locks, honey. Still working on them. I haven't mastered sweet talking the locks open just yet, but I'm working on it. I'm better at cars, but I've had like 20 years to develop my sweet talk for cars. Without the wrench. I'll show it to you at the end, Brett. Sorry. If you want much more of a look at it, Brett, I'm just going to have to send it to you. Alrighty. I'm going to tap out on it, guys, because I got to get some food. Oh, I just heard everything in there drop. Look how deep we were in there, guys. There it is without the wrench in it, Brett. See that way back line right there? That's where it starts. And this next line here, I'm guessing, is when you're in a regular or deep fault set, is why he has it marked there. I don't know. I never mark my locks. I've never been a marker of my locks. I just feel my way through what the turner's doing. Let me see if I can get this up here good for Brett, guys. He's dying to see the keyway of a lock. I'm sure he probably owns one of anyway, but whatever. There you go, Brett Sucks. Can you see it? Do I need to grab a flashlight so you can see down the keyway? Because I got one, and I will. Let me know. I'll grab one in a second. GK and everybody who's rolling out. Yeah, they can be tough, Lady Locks. I already knew when I started on this one that it was probably not going to happen. But I continue to tell people that Mick is not afraid to fail. I'm not going to be one of these magic men who only shows you locks I know I can open with ease. We did that at the beginning. That's what I do. I warm up on ones I know I'm going to pop with ease. Then I like to work on something that either I've never even touched, like this one, or one that's been giving me a lot of trouble, like the ones that we popped earlier this week. So, let's see here. We'll go ahead and put up the fairly well sign. I do have that prepared for all of you at the very least. Yes, Nola the Trolla, radio controller, rock and roller. I've been dying to have a 7240 to play around with because the 7440s are already my nightmare. So I've been enjoying messing around with this one. And I made some progress on it, much like I did the first day I picked on that S1100. So I feel like with another day or two tops, I should get into this thing. I don't make promises like that. I shouldn't have even said it in front of the lock. They can hear these things. You never want to call a lock easy to open or any of that stuff. It is the ultimate jinx. German engineering in the house. That's right, Mr. Happy. Avis makes some of the finest stuff too. That's why I wanted it, Mr. Happy, because there is feedback, real feedback, not that springy, slushy crap you feel in one of these guys. That's why I tell people all the time, get you an Avis, because you'll be able to actually tell what you're picking on in there most of the time. You'll at least develop your sense of feel better because it actually makes clicks and feels springy and, like a good lock should. For anybody who didn't get a chance to look at it, let me also show the key on this 7240 we were playing with here. This is our bidding for all you bidding junkies out there who can't live without a key to something. I didn't look at it because I don't look at keys. But anyway, there you have it for anybody who was curious about keyway. I'm getting messages from my boy Keytron. I'll check that out when I get out of here, Keytron. It's purple, huh? But showed up without a key. Well, Chuck Soup, a key is only so useful. I like having one for the gut down process sometimes, but I really don't use them very much. I don't like looking at them. And I only like having one to prove to myself that the lock works. That's about the only reason I use keys. Let me slide this beautiful new Southord in here. I've got to figure out where I'm going to set these Southords. I'll probably put them back in the plastic they came in, much like what I do with my Gold Digger set that I got. These little plastic things are great for holding your picks, by the way, guys. Never throw them away when you get them shipped to you. I got a bundle of these things sitting around, and they're good for shipping people stuff and good for holding your stuff when you're not using it. Watch this. All of that stuff. All I got to do here at the end is just grab them up, toss them in this thingy, and just drop them down in there, and they will be ready to rock and roll, just like when I pulled them out the first time. And he must have really took the time to get those things in there, guys, because this thing is packed to the hilt. Look at that. I have never seen one of these so full, guys. Thank you, Troy, for hooking me up with a whole new sweet set of Southward picks. Didn't even know you were sending those. And thank you as well for the beautiful 44 Delta pick holder for my picking jams here. Yeah, I keep all of that stuff, Chuck Soup. Me too. I've got Ziploc bags, bubble wrap, boxes, everything. And when I go to make a package for somebody, I don't have to buy bubble wrap or boxes or anything. I just tear off all the receipts and old numbers and stuff and cover it with a paper if I have to, and tape over it, and wham bam. I don't like spending money on shipping supplies, man. Thanks for the modular jimmies as well, Troy. I will be showing a lot more of these. I'll make some shorts with them, all that good stuff. Lots of people need to see the jimmies and get Jimmy some more money in his pockets. So I do have a good code right now. If you DM me when we're not in the middle of a big everybody in the internet can see it session, most of you from the dog pack, woof woof, already know what the code is, but Jimmy dropped us a beautiful 20% off code of our very own that, unlike the other code that exists, will work on these new little modular picks, guys. So if you need 20% off of your own modular pick set, just message Mountain Mick in his DMs. Mountain Mick will be happy to hook you up with a 20% off discount on your new Jimmy Minis. And they are awesome, guys. I gotta say, I enjoyed using them to slay some of those earlier locks. And if it weren't for the massive pile of cool locks that Troy sent me, I probably would have spent the entire time playing with these new minis. I will probably do that in another video. But for today, there was such a big old box of goodies that I didn't come in with a plan of what to do with it because I didn't know what was in it. And man, talk about being spoiled by your friends, guys. I never imagined that I would get two SFICs, a box full of 1100s, Brady, Abuses, all kinds of good high level, nice green belt and up locks, purple locks in my SFIC best cores, sliders and dimples to play with later. Um, and like I said, I'm massively spoiled lately anyway. Uh, my boy Stang, aka the Professor, sent me these recently. He wanted to spoil me with some Mokies that I knew I would be very hard to get with the current issues in shipping. So another thank you will have to go to Classic Stang, aka Professor, for these because man, I love these things. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. These are some of possibly my favorite picks that I own, guys. I really do baby these. And the lime green don't hurt. Don't hurt a bit. Anybody who knows Mountain Mick at this point knows. Lime green. Even got the lime green pickle Mick bandana on right now that I got from my boy DMP. Big fan of the lime green, guys, from my Kawasaki bike days, which are not over yet. I'm just out of a bike right now. But anyway, as I said, I keep all my boxes, and this one is where I like to stick a bunch of my picks when I'm in between sessions. So I'll be loading that up in a second. Just trying to do a little cleaning up here. Let me move the camera around and do my talking to you guys who are still in here. Anybody still left? Oh yeah, there's still 11 of you hanging out with Mick. That's what's up, guys. So let me do the old flip switcheroo here. We'll talk for a minute, and Mountain Mick is going to get out of here pretty soon so he can eat. All right, and let's get this mirror face crap off of here. I can't stand that. I don't know. It just really peeves me, guys. I like right to be right. This is right. This is my right hand, and it looks right when I see it this way. When it does that other thing, I can't keep the camera straight, guys. It's really complicated for me. My brain doesn't work that way. Anyway, so GQ Man says United States Postal Service boxes are free. I was not aware of that, GQ Man, but I am a person who will go find a bunch anywhere, Burger King or somewhere that breaks their boxes down. You can usually ask them to save you some. It just saves them time anyway. So there's a lot of places I've been able to just harvest some boxes from. The boxes aren't really what I'm worried about most of the time, though, GK. It's all the packing. This stuff here, paper. I save a lot of this stuff. Little pieces of styrofoam. I save some of that stuff. And the always useful bubble wrap. Because they do make you buy this stuff, guys. And I don't like paying for it. So keep all that stuff when you get your packages. And you'll have more money for locks and picks and things like that. Alrighty. And man, I really like this. I don't know about you guys, but this 44 Delta pick caddy is what I'm going to call it, a pick caddy for your desk. It breaks down into different pieces, however you want. It's got ends on it. I didn't get to show you guys, okay? So I'm going to show you now. It's got these little ends on the end. Those little modular jimmies actually fit perfect in those little slots, guys. Look at that. That's where I'm probably going to. That's what happens. Magnetic, guys. Apparently the magnets in these aren't quite as strong as the magnets that 44 puts in the handles. The magnets in the handles would have lifted the whole table up. Anyway, so basically just a bunch of stuff from Mountain Mick that I have to clean up now. But that's the right kind of problems to have, guys. Feeling really spoiled with all these new nice locks that Troy sent me. The Southward pick set that he sent me is fantastic. I needed some of these profiles I didn't have. Really stoked about that. Yeah, I am a Butterfingers. Brett sucks. It actually wasn't me. I didn't drop it. It fell apart at the magnetic spot. I know what you're making noises about back there for. I see you walking the walls and shit. I take blame for more things than you've ever done in your life. So let's not make this a thing, old man. You'll have to watch the whole internet watch me slam you on your fucking head in a second. Anyway, moving right along. It's time to get some dinner, guys, and to put all the toys back in their boxes and move on with life. Well, thanks to everybody for coming and hanging out and checking out my massive Mountain Mick mail for the day. Sorry I couldn't get the Avis open for you guys. It's brand new. I do the best that I can. Um, Sometimes failure is involved, guys. Everyone can't sweet new pop on life, but that's kind of how it works. You know? If I don't try, I can't have much. So, it's just one of those things. You get to watch me fail and then succeed every once in a while in something really cool, or I can just bore you to death opening the same 15 locks over and over and over. I'd rather not do that. Let's keep it honest and let's just fail like regular humans sometimes and drop things. Use foul language. Do all the other terrible things in life that you're not supposed to do from time to time. Yes, Lady Locks, practice makes perfect. Practice is what it's all about. And that's why I've got picker finger blister here and on my thumb, a nice big callus right there. That callus on my thumb, guys, that's from a pick. Anyway, thank you, Miss Lady Locks. I appreciate you saying that. Um, Thanks for you coming and hanging out. I really appreciate having you in the chat today. It's always nice to have my friends support me. And I know how little time you get to hang out in other people's lives. So I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. I feel special to have had you here today. Thank you for coming to hang out with all of us. GK Man. Perfect practice makes perfect. Okay, GK Man. I like the sound of that. I like to practice hard. And then that way, if I'm well practiced, hopefully the part where I have to perform is all muscle memory and second nature. That's how you really excel at things, guys. I haven't really had full muscle memory take over on picking yet, guys. I'm not sure it'll ever totally be there, but it does move along and get better. So, it's like my mom is also messaging me, so we're definitely going to have to make some contact with the outside world, call some people who care, and touch grass and all that good stuff, eat food. So that's what I'm going to get back to doing here. So thank you all for coming to hang out with me. Um, Chuck Soup, GK Man, you guys always got my back. Thanks for being here. Mr. Happy, especially as well. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to come hang out with us. I know you're a busy man too. I love to have my Germans in the house. Proper representation for Germany and the UK, thanks to Mr. Happy and Brett Sucks. .com.uk. Going viral tomorrow. And we got representation from the Queen of Locks for it today, guys. How does it get better than that? I don't think it does. So if you were blessed enough to be here in the chat, you got to talk to Miss Lady Locks today. And that's always a good day, right? I knew it was. So that's all Mountain Mick has for you today. As it says, see you in my next stream. Love, Mick. And stay tuned. I will have some more cool lock mail coming for you guys. I know Labs sent me over some medium elephant trunks that'll be here. They might actually be in the mailbox right now. I haven't checked today. I knew that this massive box was going to take forever, and I'm glad it did. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. And that's really all I got for you guys. I will have some more mail coming in. Nola, thank you for being here also. I love seeing all my Blue Wrench mods in the house hanging with each other at the same time. So thank all you guys for being here. I don't know how we managed to make it through all of this with no trolls today, but hey, I'll take it. And I'm gonna get back to trying to work my way through some of these new locks and spending some time trying to get one of these guys to open on camera because my blue belt is just around the corner. I can still taste it, smell it, feel it just out of reach. I'm gonna get one of these pack locks to yield soon, guys. So I'll let you all know, let the whole world know from the top of my voice and lungs whenever it does pop. It'll be on camera because they're both diva locks. They never leave camera. They've always been picked on camera. Because my luck is that if I take them off camera, they will pop open the instant I put a pick in them. And I will be crying about it because I don't get to show anybody. So, not going to do that. You don't have to pull up the smooches for Nola. He will accept typed smooches today. Um, smooches from me too, Nola. Big love for you, buddy. And that's all I got for you guys. So, yeah, you can copy and paste an emoji. I didn't know that either, GQ man. Right, Lady Locks? Who knew? You can copy and paste a freaking emoji, guys. That's your leaving tip for the day. Especially if you're on a computer, you can do it. So get your laptop out, copy and paste the Shaka, the Dean P. later all Shaka. I don't have the Skull Shaka out here today. I don't think I grabbed it, but we'll just give the original one a scan on it this time. Love you guys. Everybody have a great night. Be careful. Be safe. Hug all the people you love and tell them you love them. And Mountain Mick will see you soon. Love you guys. This is where I hit the big red button and get on with my day. So thanks for everybody.